waiting on Ekitike, who also limped off in that defeat to Galatasaray. Liverpool look to avoid a third day straight defeat in all competitions when they go to Stamford Bridge at the weekend. talkSPORT Simon Jordan reckons the Blues will still reach top four, but he's not convinced Enzo Maresca can take them much higher than that.
I'm unsure about him. I think he's.
You're unsure?
Yeah, I don't think he's the finished article, and I don't think Chelsea are going to be the finished article under him. I think he's done more right than he's done wrong. I think some of the things he did last season, some of the things that he said were a bit ridiculous. I think it's right to get balance in the conversation because people don't want balance. They want feasts and they want famines.
Tonight, Max Dowman could make history in an Arsenal jersey. If he features against Olympiacos live on talkSPORT, then he'll become the Champions League's youngest ever player. Over on talkSPORT 2, Manchester City are away to Monaco. Before that, you can hear Newcastle's trip to Union Saint-Gilloise. Kick-off is at 5:45. Elsewhere today, Newcastle will be without Tino Livramento for 6 to 8 weeks. That because of the knee injury he sustained in that defeat to Arsenal. City women's forward Mary Fowler has signed a new deal. That keeps her at the club until 2027. And Newcastle have parted company with their director of rugby, Steve Diamond, just one game into the new season. Scotland head coach Gregor Townsend is set to join in a part-time advisory role. A reminder, you can hear Saracens v Bristol Bears on Saturday evening, 5:30 kick-off over on talkSPORT 2.
talkSPORT News.
The ringleader of a Rochdale grooming gang has been jailed for 35 years, and a Tory peer now has to fork out almost £122 million for breaching a PPE contract during the pandemic. More from Amelia at 5:30.
talkSPORT weather with Quickfit. Today it's raining tyres in our centres, including top-notch brands like Pirelli. Visit your local centre or quickfit.com and book today.
Cloudy and breezy in the north with heavy rain on the way to western Scotland. Dry elsewhere with some sunny spells.
Hello, good afternoon. Happy Wednesday to you. This is Champions League Drive with me, Andy Goldstein. And look who's alongside me. It's Gabby Agbonlahor, everyone.
Good afternoon, everybody.
How are you?
Also, good afternoon to Mr. Goldstein.
Lovely to see you. Bye, Jingo. We've got a show for you this afternoon. We're asking whether Thomas Frank's Spurs honeymoon is well and truly over after they snatched a draw at Bodo Glimt last night. We'll also ask what on earth is going on at Liverpool after their second straight defeat. Could Slot be regretting his big summer of change? And we'll build up to tonight's Champions League action, including Arsenal gets Olympiacos. It's live right here on talkSPORT. Benty will join us ahead of him on co-coms. How about that? I will also discuss what the hardest position in football is in this week's office debate. And there's boxing chat as well with Fraser Clark and Jamie TKV in the studio. All that plus Kevin Asher joins us for a bit of Drive Worldwide. A busy show, a busy 3 hours. Make sure you are part of it by picking up the phone and dialing into Drive 03717 223344.
I'm busy thinking about Jack Grealish right now. Get lost.
Gabs, how are you?
I'm very well, Andy. How are you, my friend?
Well, I'm in copious amounts of pain.
Why, mate?
I had root canal done yesterday, and I thought, okay, it's not too bad. And then the pain was so bad last night when I was at home that I sent out for a bottle of whiskey on Deliveroo.
Did you?
At 10 o'clock at night, I was like...
Did it help?
Yeah, it did, yeah. I mean, you know when you're drunk and you hurt yourself, it doesn't hurt. You don't feel pain.
Yeah, that's never happened.
And so...
You had some wild nights then, back in the day?
No, but everyone knows that, right? I've seen you drunk many a time.
You're making it sound like you had some wild nights and you woke up and you're like, oh, I didn't feel that last night.
Oh, yeah. That happens all the time.
Okay.
But so last night at 10 o'clock, I'm like, out comes the whiskey. And I had enough of it to stop feeling the pain so I could sleep.
And you want some
today,
painkillers as well?
I might just have to send someone else to get me a whiskey. I mean, there's so much pain I'm in at the moment.
Used to be fine back in the day, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, just put it different.
I think it's okay still, depending on what part of the day it is. But the good news is that tomorrow it won't be as bad, and the day after won't be as bad as tomorrow.
But you know what I like about you, Andy? You could have easily took the day off work, but you're in.
Yeah.
Nothing will stop you, mate.
Nothing. Well,
I like that.
I'm self-employed, so I don't get paid. That's basically the answer to that question. But no, of course, don't let people down.
Of course, mate.
And I know the bet was off, and you're stepping in. Thank you for that.
Yeah, but without you as the main person on this show, there isn't a show, mate.
Oh, you'll be back.
Yeah.
You'll be back to fight another day. What will be interesting, Gabs, is you're a big guy, right? How tall are you? 6 what?
2? 6'4".
Without your high heels on.
I'm 6 on the dot.
6. So we've got 2 boxers join us in the studio, heavyweights, Fraser Clark and Jamie TKV.
They're going to need the chairs to go all the way down because my legs are already like struggling to stay under.
Where are they going to sit?
I don't know, mate.
How's it going to work? Is it one next to you, one next to me, or what?
Why don't I come next to you and then put them both here next to each other?
Because I think that because there's a bit of a grudge match between them, they're not allowed to sit next to each other. I think in case it kicks off.
It kicks off, mate.
Oh, it's free to air, this is.
Exactly.
On YouTube.
I think people...
None of this pay-per-view stuff.
Exactly,
although
mate.
their fight is free to air on the BBC, so that's great, by the way. That's for boxing fans, that'd be great.
Yes.
Kevin Atcher joins us as well, and of course we're gearing up to another big night of Champions League football on the talkSPORT network. But we're going to start today's show by discussing Spurs, because despite rescuing a 2-2 draw, away at Bodo Glimt last night in the Champions League, the performance left a lot to be desired, and after coming off the back of a 1-1 draw at home to Wolves at the weekend, is Thomas Frank and his honeymoon period already over?
In by Till, hit by Paulinho! He's put it in the bottom corner!
Definitely my concern would be in the last few games that the style of football would worry some of the natives.
Bodo Glimt 2, Spurs 0 is Jens Peter Horger again.
And it has finished dramatically. Tottenham 1, Wolves 1.
You know, it's a long season, and when you're in the Champions League, and it's great for the Spurs fans to see their team in the Champions League, but it's really difficult that first time round. We saw it with Newcastle.
Level of it wise, I think still needs to be improved. I think you have to bear in mind he's got no Maddison, no Kulusevski, no Mawani.
Bodo Glimt missed the first half penalty. Spurs got out of jail. Bodo Glimt 2, Spurs.
Yeah, late goal was enough for Spurs to salvage a point in Norway against the same opposition they faced in the Europa League semi-final last year. There were some surprises to the lineup with Thomas Frank, deciding to start both Xavi Simons and Mohamed Kudus on the bench. After the game, Frank was asked about his side's poor display.
Various reasons. I think Wolves, we had no problem controlling the beginning. I think we were by far the best team against Wolves first half. I think Brighton was a different game. I think also we were by far the best team in first half, just conceded one fairly well-played goal, and as we talk about a goal we shouldn't have conceded. Today I felt we struggled first half, so I think that's the only time we struggled of the 3 games against a very good Bodo team. Up here, a lot of teams will struggle when they play against them here, so it's just fair play to Bodo.
I watched the highlights of this game. I have to say both their goals, Bodo Glimt's goals, were fantastic. But it could have been a lot more. They had a lot more chances. I think Tottenham will be over the moon with that point.
Yes.
But I don't know what's happening. I know they've got injuries. I know Maddison's out. I know that Kulusevski's out, Solanke's missing as well. So firepower-wise, they are lacking. But if I was a Spurs fan, I think I'd be a little bit apprehensive, not worried. It's too early in the season. But what? Go on.
Do you know what I'll be worried about? Not as even much last night. The performance against Wolves was probably the worst I've seen Spurs going forward for like 2-3 seasons, mate. They were dreadful. How Wolves come away with a draw out of that game. Last minute goal from Paulinho. They had nothing, mate. Simmons, I'm not sure about. It's early on. We don't want to judge players after 5-6 games, but I'm really not sure about him, mate.
Are you not?
No,
I've seen a bit of him to think, okay, he looks like quite a decent player, but he's still young, right?
Yeah,
I think when you've got to adjust to life in the Premier League, it's a big ask. We've seen that at Liverpool.
Sometimes, though, mate, you see a player and you're like, okay, yeah, I like what he's about.
Yeah.
But I watch Simmons, I'm a bit like, always on the floor, doesn't seem rapidly quick when I watch him as well. And I just look at the fee that they've paid for him. Could rise to 65 million with add-ons. He needs to be affecting games sooner or later. We can't just not look at players like him and start, Gyökeres hasn't scored enough, or Šeško hasn't done this. We have to look at the same energy for players like Simmons. He's been brought in as a marquee signing, really, for what Spurs pay for players. And also Richarlison, for me, big money. He cost 60 million. Started the season on fire, 2 goals against Burnley, then scores a tap-in against Brighton. And then you're like, okay, this could be the season where Richarlison kicks on, he can be the main man. And the same thing happens season after season with Richarlison. He will have a couple of good games, and he'll have 3 or 4 games where he does absolutely zero. And if he's leading your line with Solanke's injury problems, that's a scare for me for Spurs.
You mentioned Simmons, Kudus as well, both started on the bench. Is this all about a long season, squad rotation, etc., or do you think there's more to it than that?
No, everyone's doing it. Mo Salah didn't start last night.
That's right.
You know, every manager now is going to rotate with the quality of players they've got in their squad. Arsenal will rotate tonight. You'll see probably 4 or 5.
But they've got a great squad, Arsenal. They can do that.
Exactly. But you have to, mate, because when you're playing Thursday, Sunday, you have to make the most of your squad of players. But Kudus, no goals this season, 3 assists. So you sort of let him off because he is a very good player. But he needs to score more goals himself.
Well, last season at West Ham, he wasn't great. Season before he was, right?
Yes. But I look at Kudus and I say, okay, you know what, 3 assists, yep, you're looking lively, but we need more goals. Tell Odegaard,
Tell's
£30 million player. I didn't see enough in his loan spell last season.
Nor did I. I didn't get that.
Go and pay $30 million for him. So I look at the options that they've got with Kulusevski injured, Maddison out for the season, Solanke injury problems. You know, they're in the big boy league now, and last night they got away with one with 2 late equalisers.
Yeah.
If you're playing a better team, they're probably losing 5-0 by half-time last night. You know, finishing was better from Bodo Glimt. So a lot of problems at Spurs, but defensively, they do look a lot better, even though last night they looked a bit shaky.
The problems for Spurs, are they, I mean, we've seen it before under Ange, of course. You know, they have more than their fair share of injuries. Is it a simple case of when we get players back, we'll be better?
I think if you look at their midfield, they've got so many options. Sarr, Bentancur, Bergvall, Palhinha. So I feel the centre midfield, they're fine. Defence for me, Jed Spencer's been outstanding.
Yeah.
Dogi's back now. You've got options in that centre-half. Danso's available. You've got Van der Ven and Romero, probably 3rd best partnership in the Premier League. But goals win you games, mate. And, you know, you need to have more options going forward. Solanke will come back. But even Solanke, 60 million.
I quite like Solanke.
I like him, but is he the level that's going to get you 15, 20 Premier League goals? Last season, 9 Premier League goals he got.
Yeah.
You know, they need. I was thinking in the transfer window, go and get a top centre forward that can battle with Solanke for the starting place.
It's tough, right?
Of course.
Because A, there's not many top centre forwards about, and B, if you are a top centre forward, lots of clubs will be coming for you. And no disrespect to Spurs, but if you've got all the clubs coming for you, Spurs are a little bit further down that list, right?
So I would have went and got Wissa. I know he's been injured, but
tried to get him, didn't they?
Yeah. He's a top player, mate. And Newcastle have got an option there with Voltemade and Wissa.
Yeah.
I look at Richardson, mate, and he just gets bullied off the ball. He's not quick. He'll score the odd bicycle kick. Well, Spurs need someone who's, after having Harry Kane for how many years, they need a striker who can go, okay, he's going to score week in, he's going to score 5 in 5, score 6 in 6.
Are any of these worries anything to do with the manager? Will there be Spurs fans going, I'm not convinced about
No. The manager will get it right, but I still think they need, in January, they need more attacking options in, because if you look at Kulusevski's injury problems, Maddison's out for the season, Solanke can't keep fit. So do you say, you know what, Odegaard, Tell, Brennan Johnson, he doesn't really fancy him either.
No.
They need more firepower.
Can you play Johnson down the middle?
I would do, definitely, instead of Richarlison.
Yeah.
I'm sure Spurs fans will agree. I've had banter about him in the past, about the chicken dance he does when he scores 1 in 10. But he had a great start to the season, but never continues it. You're not going to look back and say, oh, Richarlison's going to be like, oh, he's going to score 5 in 5, 6 in 6.
No, right.
He's frightening. He doesn't scare you as a centre-half.
No. As you said, he can score an overhead kick, but he might miss an open tap-in.
Exactly.
There's a moment last night when the ball got sort of stuck under his legs. You see that? Did you see that yesterday?
Which one? Sorry.
Richarlison had the ball, and the ball he was in front of goal, just outside the 6-yard box, and it got stuck under his legs.
That happens so much with Richarlison, frustrating.
Yeah.
If you're a Spurs fan, you're probably thinking, all right, bad season last season, but won a European trophy, win the Champions League. This is the time to push on. Let's go and sign an outstanding centre forward. Let's go and sign wingers that are going to make a difference. No offence to Tal, wasn't great. There's a reason why Bayern Munich wanted to get rid of him.
Yeah.
Didn't do anything last season to merit being signed on a permanent.
Yeah.
Strange signing. Odegaard isn't the level. He's level of Burnley where he was before. He's not the level of Spurs.
Okay.
Son's gone.
Where will Spurs finish in the Premier League?
I think Spurs will finish 10th position.
10th.
10th.
Say it properly. 10th. I think we've got a 10th somewhere.
10th.
Say it properly.
10th.
Okay. 03717. I thought you'd out there, Jack. 03717. What one?
10th. Grow up.
03717 222 3344. Spurs fans, a simple question. How are you feeling at the moment?
11th.
You're listening to Root Canal, Andy Goldstein Gabby Agbonlahor on Champions League Drive in partnership with the new film The Smashing Machine. It's based on a true story. You can see it in cinemas on Friday. Still to come, British heavyweight boxers Fraser Clark and Jamie TKB will join us in the studio. Ahead of their British title fight later this month. A fight you can see live on the BBC.
I want Fraser next to me. All right.
I just want security in between them. Just quickly, Sheffield United gaffer Chris Wilder was sent off last night for accidentally kicking a ball.
Don't.
A fan, I've seen it. Have you seen it?
Don't get me started. That sums up the referees.
Too much power.
Country.
Yeah.
It was, mate, he went over and apologised to the fan. The fan was like smiling about it. Why are you sending him off?
I don't know. It's insane.
Grow up.
There was a ball there, he kicked out of frustration. It obviously went the way he wasn't thinking. He ran straight over to these two people. It was an old guy and a woman, and apologised straight away. Yeah. You don't need to send him off. The referee,
why are you getting involved?
Exactly that.
Go down the tunnel and have a coffee.
The referee should be ashamed of himself.
Honestly, mate. And what happens? End up losing the game.
Pathetic. Absolutely.
Because the manager's not on the sideline. He's the sort of manager that, like, he needs to be on the sideline with his players.
Totally agree.
Honestly.
I'm just going to read. I don't want to throw Billy under the bus, but I'll just read out the words he's written in front of me. Judge Bellingham has been named England Player of the Year. You aware of Judge Bellingham?
No, who's that?
I don't know.
That's Bellingham's cousin?
I know Jude Bellingham.
Oh.
Is it meant to be the same? Oh, it is it?
Poor
spelling it.
Leave Bill alone, mate.
Judge Bellingham. Let's take your call. Spurs fans, how are you feeling about your side at the moment? 03717223344. Byron, good name, is a Spurs fan. Hi, Byron.
Hello, Byron.
You're good, you all right?
Yeah, sound, mate. Just Gabby's done my head in a bit up, if I'm honest.
Go on.
Why is that, Byron?
Well, it's just some of the stuff you say. It's like, the reality of it is it's going to take Thomas Frank a while to get everything together. And as Andy quite rightly pointed out, we're not like top of the tree, so we have to feed from somewhere else in terms of players that we can get. So, but I agree with you, Richarlison is a waste of space, though, and it's not a chicken dance, it's a pigeon dance, just to let you know.
Oh, sorry, mate. Not good of animals.
Makes it even worse. But yeah, it's just the 10th position is just crazy, man. I think we're much better than 10th.
You know what, mate? When I watch Spurs, though, I'm not saying it like I'm not a fan of how Spurs play. Thomas Frank has come in, he's been a breath of fresh air. But when I look at your options, I look at Tal. What did Tal do last season that merited signing on a permanent transfer? Odebear, I don't think he's at the level. So I'm looking at the options that you've got, and I'm saying you're in the Champions League. Should you not have better quality?
Yeah, I agree with you, but I get what you say. The fact is, though, we've only got a certain amount of transfer budget. We have to do a certain amount of things. Sometimes it's better the devil you know.
Okay.
I think it's a really good job, but yeah.
Okay, you've got no doubts at all about Thomas Frank. I wouldn't have, but I'm just curious.
I haven't.
Byron?
No, I've got zero doubts. I mean, you're saying about Wissa, which is a good shout, but he's injured, and Colin Mawani, who is also injured, I think is a better player than Wissa. So let's see when we get Kulicheski, Madison, Wissa, all the rest of the boys back. We'll smash it. Top 4, innit?
Or you were doing so well up to that moment. Alex is a Spurs fan. He's next. Hi, Alex.
Hello, Alex.
All right, how you doing? All right.
You all right, mate?
How are you today?
I'm a little bit hoarse. I was up in Bodo. Just got back. Yeah.
How far is that flight?
Well, I live over in Oslo anyway, mate. So it's about an hour and a half, about an hour and a quarter from Oslo.
Okay.
So it's still a trek. It's quite a way up.
I bet it's cold, isn't it?
It's not too bad. It's not too bad at the moment. There's a bit of Northern Lights and that. I didn't see him, but it's nice up there. Small place.
Okay.
What was up with Spurs though, mate? Because yes, they're on 4 points out of 2 games and they're sitting comfortable, but you need to go there and get the 3 points, and then you get your job done early after 4 games, and then you can relax a bit, can't you, in the group stage?
Yeah, I mean, it weren't a great watch, but for me, obviously, like living over here for so long, it's quite special that Tottenham come over twice in a space of 5 months to play massive European football matches in Little Bodo, and the occasion. Bodo rose to the occasion more this time. I think we did a lot better in the semi-final. The game was almost sort of like over and done with, really, after the first leg. But the last night, it was a totally different approach. It was almost like we parked the bus, and we parked the bus and tried to play out from the back. And it just all played into Bodo's hands, and they played a great game. I think you've got to give them a bit of respect because. They're only a minnow, in world football, and
Spurs.
do
That's a bit harsh.
really well. And it's hard to go there. The teams they're not doing well, are they? The teams, but I'm not all doom and gloom about Frank, and Tottenham.
Okay.
He's taken over a project that wasn't really working, was it? And look where we finished in the league last season. And
but you won the Europa League.
Change overnight.
Do you think you can finish top 10 this season?
I think we could. I think we are potentially looking at top 6. That's what I solely believe. But there's still some work to be done. You've commented on Richarlison. I mean, he was awful last night. But you got to play to the boys' strengths, and you got to get people closer to him. Mix it up a bit. I thought we should have gone long a bit more. And as soon as we brought on Kudus and Xavi, we had them then, and we would have beat them, I reckon, if we started with them two.
Alex,
thank you, Alex.
Let's take as many as we can. Richarlison, I've not heard him called that. Mark's a Spurs fan. Hi, Mark.
Good evening, Mark.
How you doing? Oh, boys. How you doing? You all right?
I'm good, man. You all right? You well?
Yeah. I have to agree with what Gabby says. I mean, to be honest with you, we've had a reasonable start to the season. We're in the top 4, and we're in the next round of the Cup. But everybody could see at the beginning of the transfer window, what did we need? We needed a goalkeeper, we needed a creative midfield player, and we needed a centre forward. And we got none of them. The 35 million quid or whatever it was we spent on Tell.
Crazy.
Hold on, sorry. Did you say you needed a creative midfielder and you didn't get one?
Well, not really.
Xavi Simons?
Kudas?
Nah, maybe not. But I just think we needed somebody who could get on the ball and do a lot with it. And then, they may come good. I don't know. But we needed somebody in there as straight away. But I think the goalkeeper and the centre forward were two things that we desperately needed. And, unfortunately, Daniel Levy didn't go out and get them for us. He spent 35 million.
He's gone now. You can't keep blaming him. He's gone.
Yeah, but he was there during the transfer window.
Mark, I think as well, Mark, for you Spurs fans, I mean, you've had Harry Kane for years, banging in goals, getting you out of games with you not performed in, but Harry Kane pops up with a goal he's made for himself. It looks like the strikers you've got there now need goals put on a plate for them.
Well, they're just, I mean, Richarlison is not, well, I don't think he's a good enough player. No. Solanke is, he's just not fit. But we were crying out for a centre forward to be bought in the summer, and there were centre forwards to be had. And even at your place, Ollie Watkins at your place, I might have had a bet on him, Gabby, you know?
Yeah.
It would have been, there was some, and we were crying out for that and the goalkeeper as well, and we got neither.
Yeah, okay, definitely.
Ollie Watkins, do you think he'd go to Spurs?
No, I don't think he would want to go there. But
why? Why not?
Is it a drop down?
From Villa to Spurs, drop down?
So, yeah.
Do you?
Playing Champions League football would be attractive, but they're going to play it for one season. They're not going to play it next season.
Why not?
Because they won't finish in the top 4.
Okay.
Do you think they will? Andrew?
No, I don't.
No.
You talking about Villa?
No, Villa will, but not Spurs.
Oh, Villa will, yeah? How are they going to get there?
How Man United doing, by the way?
Oh, okay.
I get a lot of texts when I come on this show where Villa fans ask me to ask you about
we're still finishing above you. Don't worry about that.
You reckon? I have a bet with you now. A friendly bet for charity.
Oh, no, I'd rather take the friendly bet for me.
Okay, friendly bet for you.
How much do you want for charity?
100
quid?
100 quid.
All right, done. For charity.
Right hand, please.
For charity?
Yes.
Why's your hands all sweaty?
I'm nervous.
Still to come, we'll be discussing Liverpool following their 1-0 defeat against Galatasaray. But first, it's time for no Googling. All right, last night, Kylian Mbappe scored his 3rd Champions League hat-trick away from home. Only one other player has done it. Who is the player? The answer to that, and I'm very excited about this, Fraser Clark and Jamie TKV are somehow being crammed into the studio right after this live and drive on talkSPORT.
Liverpool lost their goalkeeper as well as the game at Galatasaray. Alisson won't play against Chelsea on Saturday after injuring himself, sprinting back to deny Victor Osimhen a second goal. Arne Slot was forced to rotate, but says he's happy with Liverpool's slimmer squad.
If you have 25, it's very hard to manage your squad. But as a result of that, with Hugo, Alex, Connor, McAllister not having the pre-season as a player should have, that also results in the fact that I cannot play them every time.
Enzo Maresca enjoyed Chelsea's ugly win to Benfica, but do they have a discipline problem? João Pedro's second yellow for a high foot is Chelsea's third sending off in 4 games. Here's Maresca.
Sanchez is not for bad action, it's just because he wants to defend the goal. Chalobah is because he wants to defend the goal. And tonight, I think the second yellow card, Joao not even touch the other player, but the dynamic of the action is dangerous one.
Meanwhile, Thomas Frank admits Bodo Glimt were the better side for over an hour before Spurs battled back to 2-2.
We kept doing the right thing, we kept moving the ball, kept producing situations from the side, and showed great character to come back into the game, which I'm very, very pleased with.
In the Championship, Sheffield United boss Chris Wilder was sent off for booting a ball into one of his own fans as they lost at home to Southampton. Wilder immediately made sure the guy was OK. Assistant Alan Nill said the game was too big for referee Adam Herkzig.
Tell you what, you don't want to move. We can't, but you don't want a big interview coming up in just a moment. Stay where you are. Before we get to the boys, the answer to the no Googling question. After last night's hat-trick from Kylian Mbappe away from home, only one other player's done that. Who is it? I'll give you the answer straight away. Filippo Inzaghi is the answer to that. A bit later on, we'll talk about Liverpool and ask the question, what is going on? In fact, before we get to the fighters, Newcastle, they're in action tonight in the Champions League. It's a game you can hear live on talkSPORT 2 at 5:45. The team news has just dropped. Let's cross over to Ian Danter. He can tell us more. Dance, good evening.
Afternoon to you, Andy. They're in the Anderlecht Stadium to face Union Saint-Gilloise, the Belgian champions. And Newcastle make 2 changes from that last gas defeat to Arsenal on Sunday. Livramento, as you heard from Amelia, out to 6 to 8 weeks. Trippier comes in for him. Alanga in for Murphy in the other change. So Pope in goal. Trippier, Thiaw, Botman, Byrne at the back. Guimaraes, Tonali and Joelinton in midfield. Elanga, Voltemada and Gordon in attack. One familiar name in the Saint-Gilloise lineup, Christian Burgess, who played for Portsmouth, Peterborough and Middlesbrough and has made over 200 appearances since going to Saint-Gilloise in 2020. He's part of their back 4. It's live on talkSPORT 2 from 5 p.m. Our build-up starts for Union Saint-Gilloise against Newcastle United.
Good work, thanks for that, Dan. So, of course, after a busy night of Champions League football, the boys on the sports bar will be taking your calls from 10. Right, let's talk a bit of boxing, shall we? Fraser Clark and Jamie TKB will fight for the British heavyweight title on the 25th of October in what will be the first fight on the BBC following partnership with Box. I'm very excited about that. Free-to-air boxing, brilliant stuff. I'm delighted to say that both fighters are in the studio now, as are the bouncers, who are standing miles away from them, by the way. If it goes off, you'll be a fine help, you two.
Bouncers?
About what? They security?
Is that a nightclub?
What would you call them?
Security.
Security.
The bouncers are the ones that don't let you in nightclubs.
They look like bouncers to me. Boys, thanks both for coming in. It's very strange because I've got Jamie to my right. Hello, Jamie. Good to see you. And Fraser, you're to my left. I'm going to start with you, Fraser, just because I'm opposite you. Firstly, we've got just over 3 weeks to go to the fight. How's preparation at the moment?
Yeah, it's been good. The best camp yet, actually. I'm feeling great. Feeling very positive about this fight. I'm excited. I've been out of the ring for a long time, and it's no good, when you're in sport, you want to be in the ring all the time, especially boxing. You want to keep that consistency going. But it's been a bit of time, so I've got itchy knuckles, and can't wait to scratch that itch right on Jamie's mush.
I'll ask you the same question.
Yeah, go on.
Because we've got it's the 24th, as I mentioned, so not long to go now. The preparation, is it done and dusted? Are you still sparring, or is that finished?
No, of course, we're still working, we're still grafting. We still got enough time. So we got like over 3 weeks, you said, but basically counting 4 weeks if you count this week. So yeah, there's enough time. We still got a lot of work to do.
Okay.
I want to ask you, Fraser, because I was listening to Jim White, and I heard what he said about if you win this fight, champion, then maybe you should pack up and stop boxing. I was thinking, you're 34. There's so many big fights now in the heavyweight division. It's at its best it's ever been. And I was quite shocked that Jim said that.
I've got some Listerine in my bag out there. I'm going to leave it here for Jim White. So when he comes in the morning, it's for him to rinse out his mouth. He said that. He said that comment, and people have made quite a lot of it, to be honest. But there's plenty of life left in me yet. Awesome. Do you know what I mean? I feel fit, fresh. I'm looking forward to boxing. It's what I've done since I was a kid, I love it. And his comments were said wholeheartedly. I didn't feel that any way towards him. But no, absolutely not, Jim. And at this rate, he'll be my next opponent.
Now, I'd pay money to see it. Right? I know that you've had a fight since that defeat to Fabio Wardley. That was in April, and you won that, of course. But that defeat against Wardley, that was quite a brutal knockout. That must take something out of you as not just a boxer but a person.
Took my chin out of my face. It definitely did. It was a bad shot, a devastating defeat. Something which I've had to bounce back from, but I've done that well. I feel I feel good. This is heavyweight boxing. You're in the land of the giants. If you think that can't happen to you, I probably did think that at one point, but guess what? It's a rude awakening. Unless you make a mistake in this sport, that's what happens.
Mm. Yeah, I want to ask you, Jamie. You've been looking forward to this fight, haven't you, for the last 3 years? Yeah, apparently, Fraser disrespected you. What was said?
You know what? At the time, we had boxed the same opponent, and they asked him what he thinks of me, and he dismissed me. And for me, it was a very
What did he say?
He said that it will be his tune-up fight, like his comeback fight. So I said, well, if I'm a comeback fight, come and see if I'm really a comeback fight. And I've been gunning at him ever since, of course. And we got it turned personal. It got personal, and he didn't like that. We started going back and forth over the years. But as of now, it's died down a little bit, if I'm honest with you.
Okay, I'm guessing whenever you fight anyone, you're always looking for some kind of advantage or something to give you that extra sort of furlong, if you like. I'm guessing the fact that he has dissed you in the past may help mentally when you go into the ring. But also, you've sparred with Fabio Wardley, right? Do you think that gives you a bit of an advantage or not?
No, I mean, every fight is different. That's just me sparring Fabio Wardley. Me getting in the ring with Fraser is completely different from sparring Wardley. So I won't use that as an advantage over Fraser.
Yeah. What next? I mean, in your mind, Fraser, you're going to win the fight. And I'll ask you the same question as well, Jamie, obviously. But in your mind, you're going to win the fight. What next for you after this win?
Listen, I think it'd be disrespectful, and I don't want to do that again. And before, I wasn't disrespecting. I was just poking the bear. What you got to do in this sport now and then, you got to sort of just poke the bear.
Definitely poke the bear, man.
No, so I'm not going to look past Jamie. I owe him that. I respect his craft. I respect what he does. Last time out against David Adelaide, he was boxing really well, and I think he'll be better again since that. So listen, I'm showing him 100% respect this time, and I'm working my arse off day in, day out. Also on October 25th, it's my hands that's raised at the end of the fight.
And for you as well, I mean, it's very kind of him to say that he's only looking at this fight. Are you the same, or are you looking at...
Of course, you got to deal with the task at hand. If you start overlooking the person in front of you, you're gonna take the fight lightly. I ain't taking this fight lightly, and I'm making sure I'm turning up. and I'm making sure that I'm having my hand raised.
But both of you have said it's not going the distance, right?
I mean, that's what we're trading for whatever happens. If it goes the distance, if it doesn't, I'm ready for whatever.
Okay. How do you see it ending the fight?
The only thing I can say is my hands raised. Whatever happens in the ring. You know, as long as I have my hand raised, at the end of it, that's all that matters to me.
You've said you're going to knock him out, right?
Yeah, just smash him to pieces. That's the plan, obviously.
I'll be honest, it's a good plan.
No, obviously we
that's not going to happen, though. You know that.
Bad intentions, and you know, we can say what we want. And listen, you see, me and Jamie, it's actually the security isn't needed. You know what? There's probably more chance we're making him a cup of tea today.
Yeah.
I've got no problem with it. It ain't personal. But at the end of the day, my intentions are to go in there and to seek and destroy. I'm sure it's the same.
But to both of you as well, you look at boxing now, and I love my boxing, and favourite part is heavyweight boxing. Do you look at even like Lawrence Okolie coming up to heavyweight now? Look at Hergovich, has had so many great fights as well. There's big paydays out there, and it's really important for both of you to get the win in this next fight.
Yeah, not only big paydays, there's a lot of great fights to be made.
Yeah.
Like, look, but right now, this man is who I'm after, and you know what? I am gonna come in there seek and destroy. I didn't want to say too much, but if that's the energy we're going to war,
why don't you want to say too much?
Don't need to say too much. No, it's just the way I am. I don't need to say too much. We're gonna turn up on the night.
Because he's got a lot of respect for you, right? He said he's more likely to make you.
I'm saying this in a respectful way. This is not disrespect at all. Like I said, me and Jamie have been around each other all day.
Are you friends?
I wouldn't say we're friends, but I don't have a problem with him. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know on his behalf, but listen, this is business, strictly business.
Are you friends?
The same thing he said. Look, it's business. We're always around each other because of boxing, so I have no problems with Fraser.
Okay. Go on, what are you going to say?
No, I'm just going to say, look, we're just fighting men. We're just going to fight October 25th. That's it, really.
Just for boxing fans as well, the fact, and I talked about this earlier on, the fact it's on BBC, so it's free to air. That's great for boxing, right?
Oh, fantastic. You know, you just press the red button at the top of your remote, press the number 2, and there you have it. Me punching Jamie's face in. That'd be absolutely fantastic.
That is not going to happen,
absolutely fantastic. But yeah, like I say,
that is not going to happen.
It's there for the masses to see. I'm looking forward to it. He's looking forward to it. And I think, you know, like I said, we've acted like gents and like proper people, you know, in this build-up today. And that's what you're going to see. You're just going to see two people, not too much talking going on, not doing the stupid stuff, no chairs being thrown, no argy-bargy. We just want to get in there and put a show on and make the best man win.
You do see that sometimes in boxing, don't you? When you get the trash talk, and it can put you off on fight night, where you get too angry, too worked up, and it affects your game plan.
You just see it from idiots, Gab. There's just big mouth idiots out there, and rarely back it up.
Rude.
It must be special for both of you. I'll stay with you, Jamie, that it's also for the British heavyweight title.
Yeah, of course. Right? Yeah. That's the main thing, putting ourselves... Definitely, I want to put my name on the history book, so that's why this fight is so important to me. Yeah.
Okay. And for you as well?
Likewise, you know, we was looking earlier, the names that have won it, that we had a clip up behind us. There was Henry Cooper, Tyson Fury, Andy Joshua, and Lennox Lewis. You know, to be amongst them names, it's been a massive honour. And like I said, this is why we're in the sport, for competitive fights. And like I say, day in, day out, the sacrifices that Jamie will be making, that I'll be making, that every fighter makes, they're all geared to moments. And my moment is on the 25th of October.
Okay. Just a final word from both of you. What round will you knock him out in?
About the first 10 seconds of the first round, I think. I'm thinking, yeah.
First fight for me.
You got me. Get at me for tickets on the Instagram link. Fraser Clock Tickets 24. Yes. Let's get behind this.
Or you can get at Boxer.
I was just going to say, if you want to, there's only a few left, and my advice is go get them quick, because you can go to Boxer with 2 X's, boxer.com for tickets.
And I will put up a ticket link on my Instagram bio, so if anyone wants to get one directly from me, that's the link.
You know what else I love as well?
I want the commission. Get them directly from me. Don't go from Jamie.
Don't buy from Fraser. Make sure you get it from me.
It's going to be a big fight for tickets.
You know, I love them as well.
It's all about the paper.
The bouncers look so relaxed. I haven't had to do anything.
I was going to say, boys, bouncers, I'll see your faces tomorrow night, all right? Listen, Fraser and Jamie, you know, good luck to both of you. I think it's going to be an explosive fight. The fact it's on the BBC free to air, I think it's fantastic as well.
Exactly.
For not just fight fans, but sports fans as well. So I wish you all the best.
Yeah,
and if it goes past the first 15 seconds, I can't wait to see who wins.
Yeah.
Last man standing. A reminder as well, if you want to see this British heavyweight title fight in person, tickets are available now at Boxer with 2X's, boxer.com. More from me and Gabs right after this live on Drive on talkSPORT. You're listening to Champions League Drive on talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein Gabby Agbonlahor alongside. We're brought to you by the upcoming film The Smashing Machine, starring Dwayne Johnson in cinemas this Friday. Still to come, we're bringing you today's office debate. By the way, it's a great office debate. It's going to divide the world, that one. Just quickly, Judge Bellingham has been voted England's Player of the Year 2024-25 with Declan Rice finishing second and Harry Kane third. Don't say, oh, you said Judge. Yeah, he's now called Judge on our show.
There'll be some journalists that won't be happy about that, Andy. Well, let's not get into it.
What, they called him Judge?
No, that Jude Bellingham.
Why? What journalists?
Just some seem to have
why don't you name
a debtor against him.
Like who?
I'll say him, mate.
Is that a thing? They've got a vendetta against him.
They've got something against him. Yeah.
Why?
Just have, mate.
Okay.
Yeah, but
why,
I'll tell you in a break.
Why are you talking in like 3-2-1 codes? What do you mean? Who's got a vendetta against Judge Bellingham?
They know who they are.
All right.
They know who they are.
Do you know who they are?
I know who they are.
You don't want to say it? You're scared?
I'm not going to say, mate.
Okay.
No.
Time now for this, everyone.
Okay. Craig
Paddy Power on talkSPORT. With Paddy's Super Sub, your new bet rolls over to the new player coming on. T's and C's and exclusions apply. 18 plus, BeGambleAware.org.
Yeah, time now for today's bet builder with the friends of Paddy Power. Let's welcome Mac Thompson to the show. Tomo.
Hey, guys.
Good evening, Tomo.
Are you all right?
All good, yeah? Yourselves?
Good. Oh, we can see you now. Where are you? What's that pattern behind you on the wall over your left shoulder?
I'm in Power Tower over here in Dublin, home of Paddy Power.
Oh, okay.
Lovely.
Looks very smart there. Right, we've got you on because we are looking forward to tonight the Champions League. Arsenal play Olympiacos at the Emirates. Before we talk about our picks, can you remind everyone how the bet builder works and, of course, the charity that fingers crossed will benefit?
Yeah, so we've got a 5-leg bet builder here. So Andy's got a pick, Gabby's got a pick, the producers have a pick. There's a people's pick, which was one of the most popular bets on site, and then I've also got a pick. So hopefully all of these picks come together for a winning bet builder with all the money going to our charity partner, which is the Attitude Foundation.
Okay, fingers crossed. It's a 5-leg bet builder. These are our picks. I've gone for a simple one. I've just gone for Arsenal to win.
Yeah, Arsenal to win. I fancy this one as well. They obviously beat Newcastle on Sunday. I thought they looked really good against a tough Newcastle side. And also they won their first game in the Champions League this season away to Bilbao, so you'd expect them to get another 3 points here today.
Okay, next up is you, Gab. What are you gone for?
I have gone for over 3.5 goals because I feel Odegaard might start. You might have Martinelli in as well. Gyökeres will want to score. So I fancy Arsenal to have a fun day at the office.
Yeah, that attack is lethal on its day. I reckon that Arsenal want to get a few goals early on, put this game to bed and potentially make a few changes. Arteta obviously got a few big Premier League games coming up as well. So, yeah, I really fancy that Arsenal attack to fire again tonight.
Okay, next up, before he gets picked up from school by his mum, his producer Billy. He's gone for Gyökeres to have one or more shots on target.
Yeah, Gyökeres, he's got a bit of slack from some fans recently, but I actually think he's starting to look really promising. He had 6 shots against Newcastle, a tough Newcastle defence, had one on target. And I fancy him to score a few goals against this Olympiacos defence. Olympiacos drew their first game with Paphos, so there'll definitely be a few chances, I reckon, tonight.
Right, 3 down, 2 to go. Next up, the people. What have they gone for?
Yeah, this might surprise a few people. They've gone for both teams to score. So Olympiacos, obviously Arsenal, that attack is lethal, but Olympiacos could surprise a few people. They're top of the Greek league. They've scored the most goals in the league as well, so they could potentially get a consolation goal and get themselves on the score sheet tonight.
Okay, if all of those come in, it's on your shoulders. What are you going for?
I've gone with Eze to have a shot on target. He had 2 shots on target against Newcastle. He's really starting to settle into this Arsenal team now. Obviously got his first goal against Port Vale, and I reckon he will be firing again tonight.
Okay, Max, before I let you go, can you confirm the bet builder insurance, the odds and the value of the charity bet one more time?
Yeah, so the bet builder we're going for is Arsenal to win, over 3.5 goals, Gyökeres to have a shot on target, both teams to score, Eze to have a shot on target. All that comes together for a bet builder with odds of around 4.5 to 1. So £10 of that would return £55, hopefully, for our charity partner, which is the Attitude Foundation.
Fingers crossed. Thanks for coming on. What are you doing? Are you done now? Can you go home?
Yeah, I'm going home straight after this, guys. I was waiting around for it.
Okay. All right. Well, it's not my fault. Nothing to do with me. Thanks for coming on. Safe journey home.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks, mate. There you go. That's Paddy Power's bet builder for today. Minimum 25 per leg. 18 plus. BeGambleAware.org.
Paddy Power on talkSPORT. With Paddy's Super Sub, your new bet rolls over to the new player coming on. T's and C's and exclusions apply. 18 plus. BeGambleAware.org.
Next up, we're talking about Liverpool. You can have your say, 03717223334. Our producer, one more Billy, has very, very cleverly come up with the title, Verts the Matter with Liverpool. Look how happy you are.
I like that.
Verts the Matter with Liverpool.
Nice. I like that.
We've got about a minute. We can talk about it. Is it not a worrying time for Liverpool? But it's not been a great start to the season with regards to performances.
Yes.
Right? And last night was no different.
Agreed.
If you're a Liverpool fan, would there be a part of you that goes, I mean, Jamie Carragher was scathing last night on the telly.
Do you know what? There'll be a part of me that says Isak needs to get up to speed yet. You know, Ekatike, be times maybe he will play off that left-hand side with Isak down the middle.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll be a bit frustrated that Salah was rotated last night. Big game, Galatasaray away, and Frimpong plays on the right-hand side. Maybe he's getting a bit wrong at the moment, the manager Arne Slot, but I don't think there's big worries. Wirtz, I would bring him out of the team.
Yeah.
I would go if you can.
A lot of pressure, right?
Yeah, I would go Gravenberch, Szoboszlai and McAllister.
Yeah,
it worked so easily last season.
I know, but you can't spend £150 million on a player and not play him.
I know, but you can take him out for a game, 2 games, and put him back in.
Right. Liverpool fans always good picking up the phone and dialing in and having their say. I know you really want to after not just that performance, but the season so far. What's the matter with Liverpool? 03717223344. Liverpool fans, dial that number. You'll be next, airing your views live on Drive on talkSPORT after this.
What football ground are you thinking of when someone says this?
Really tough place to go. Difficult place to go. Such a tough place to go.
It's a tough place to go at the moment.
It was a really difficult place to go, always.
But what are the toughest places to go, really? We've scoured the planet to find out. Forget a cold, wet Tuesday night in Stoke. Try playing in a blizzard 220 miles inside the Arctic Circle at the world's northernmost professional club. When Chelsea lost at Tromsø in Norway in the 97-98 Cup Winners' Cup, a massive snowstorm hit at half-time. These two boys and their brooms were absolutely no match for it. We're staying in Scandinavia for Scotland's toughest away day on a windswept cliff in the Faroe Islands. In Euro 2000 qualifying, Craig Brown's men were taken to fishing village Toftir. Kevin Gallagher called the pitch a cowfield and the wind like Pittodrie on a bad day. The Faroe Islands part-timers equalised in stoppage time, leading to these absolute scenes, and still one of Scotland's most embarrassing results.
Daft little ground, silly game.
But away trips don't come any tougher than a lung-busting schlep up the Andes to face Bolivia in La Paz. But now the Bolivians have taken home advantage to another level. The country's highest city, El Alto, 4,100 metres above sea level. Grass doesn't even grow up here. Bolivia have not lost here yet. The longest unbeaten run in any professional league ever belongs to Red Star Belgrade, or Crvena Zvezda if you must. They've gone 7 years without defeat at the Rajko Mitic in Serbia's Superliga. Their fans are pretty intimidating as well. but they're not as loud as this mob. Galatasaray's Ali Sami Yen Stadium's officially the loudest in world football. In a derby with Fenerbahce, Galatasaray fans set a Guinness World Record of 131 decibels. That's louder than Motorhead, and pretty tough to carry out your manager's instructions when you can't even hear them. However, our most intimidating away day is in Wales, where cameras can't enter and players can't leave. HMP Prescoed. This prison team was briefly kicked out the Gwent League over concerns about young opposition having to go in there. Now that's a tough place to go.
Early June 1939, Germany, always a tough place to go to.
Well, back to our number 2 Champions League drive on talkSPORT with me, Andy Goldstein, and the legend is Gabby Agbonlahor.
Jet the test, Andy.
What? Oh, yes.
By the way, I've seen you do some advert stuff with O'Hara.
I know, yeah.
What's all that about?
It was funny, you know.
Any parking posts in it?
No, but there was stuff about, you know, his golf stuff. And,
Getting well paid, were you? Nelson's.
Let's move on. No comments.
Still to come, we'll be looking ahead to another busy night of Champions League football across the talkSPORT network. But now, this is Billy's pun, not mine. Vert's the matter with Liverpool. Get it? Vert's, as in what's? As in, like, Vert's. But
Yilmaz down the left-hand side of the area, steps inside, but Szoboszlai says he went down for a penalty. It's been given. Galatasaray given a penalty as Yilmaz is clipped by Szoboszlai. It's Osimhen against Alisson. Right-footed, right down the middle. Alisson dived past it, and Galatasaray lead. Osimhen's breaking through. Osimhen saved by Alisson, one-on-one. Nodding down. Konate tries to get the volley away. Penalty given. And it's clear that Singo gets the first touch before Konate hits the bottom of his foot, and that's why the penalty has been chalked up. And the full-time whistle has gone, and Liverpool have suffered back-to-back defeats after their imperious start to the season. There was to be no late show in Istanbul. Galatasaray 1, Liverpool 0.
yes, it's back-to-back defeats for Liverpool after being beaten 1-0 away to Galatasaray last night. That was made even worse, actually. They suffered injuries to both Alisson and Hugo Ekitike. Slot named Salah and Isak on the bench, with both failing to make an impact when they did come on. And Gaffarani slightly spoke to the media after the game, was frustrated with the performance.
Disappointing, because you play football to win a game, and that's what we didn't do. For me, it was a different loss than the one we had against Palace. Because for me there was a lot more to like, especially in the first half, which was maybe different to the Palace game. And in the second half it became harder and harder for us to create. First of all, because they were fighting with all they had, so you always have to give credits to them. Second of all, because we hardly played in the second half.
It seemed
that... And we've hardly played, I mean, the ball was hardly in play.
Let me ask you this, Gab, right? When Arne Slot took over,
yes.
he took over an unbelievable group of players. Right? And he came in and he won the league.
Yes.
Now, there's nothing negative I can say about a manager that goes to a club and wins the league. It's just impossible. It's silly. But, what I will say, I did say at the time, we'll only find out how good a manager he is when players leave and he decides what players to bring in and then what formation.
Yes.
Etc. And tactical decisions, right? I'm not suggesting that if I would have been in charge of Liverpool with that squad, I would have won the league. But I'd like to think I would have probably got top 4, right?
Yeah.
You've got some unbelievable players, including arguably 2 of the Premier League's greatest ever in Alisson, Van Dijk and Salah, right?
Yes.
So it's a pretty good squad he took over.
Agreed.
However, now all of a sudden we're seeing Trent move on. Robertson's not first choice at left back. Few players have left. He's bringing in his own players. And they haven't looked like the Liverpool of old.
Agreed.
Are we starting to see what Arne Slot is about, or is this just a blip? Because they've got some results, but the form hasn't been great this season.
I think it's only fair we have to question some of his tactics. You know, not everyone deserves to be questioned when things aren't going right. Like you says there, this season they've got away with results. Late goals in games against Newcastle, against Arsenal. Free kick got them the result. There's nothing in that game. But I'll just look at last night, and I know you want to rotate, and I know there's so many games in the Champions League now, you can afford to go and lose to Galatasaray. But why are you playing Szoboszlai, who's done very well at right back, but why are you playing him right back when you've got Conor Bradley on the bench and you're playing Frimpong in front of him on the right side of midfield? You know, you're making too many changes. Stick to your midfield as well. Vert, it's not working, okay? So you put him on the left against Crystal Palace, killed him, because if there's one game where a player like Vert does not want to play on the left-hand side, it's Crystal Palace with the wing-backs and the way they play that formation. He was chasing Munoz most of the game. He doesn't want to be out there doing that. So he didn't have anything in that game. And I look at last night and I say, Salah on the bench so early in the season. Galatasaray away, that atmosphere. You want your big players like Salah in the team. Isak on the bench. You know, when's Isak going to play a full game? When you're going to give him like 90 minutes? European game should be starting him. Take Wirtz out of it. Yes, I know it's tough. Every manager wants to stick with their players that they've spent big money on. Never mind 115 million. But get back to what was working last season. Gravenberch, McAllister, Szoboszlai in the middle. Yeah. Get Szoboszlai's energy in that centre midfield role. If you have to play Wirtz off that left-hand side in some games, even though Gakpo's a very good player.
But if you're spending over £100 million on a player, he has to start. You can't say
it's affecting the team. You can't.
Well, you can't say at the board, I'm not pick after 5 or 6 games. You can't say I'm not picking him. I think it's going to be a sub.
I think you can when you just went and won the Premier League
Hold on. You've got his 115, right?
Yeah.
You want to put him on the bench. Yes. Ekatike won't start, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was what, 70 million, 80 million?
70.
So you've got £200 million worth of bench. I mean, I don't know how you say at the board. You know, you've made my squad better, but they're not starters, these boys.
Yeah, but it's not as if you're going to leave him on the bench for the whole season. It's about taking him out and thinking, you know what, it's a new league. Premier League is not the Bundesliga. It isn't. It's a lot harder. It's a lot faster. Physical, everything. It's tougher. Take him out. You get Gakpo on that left-hand side, Salah on the right, Isak down the middle. Or you want Gakpo off, you put Ekatike off that left-hand side. And then you say, Vert, you're going to come on for 20. And then you might even, then shine in that 20 minutes, score a goal, pressure's off, got his first assist in the Premier League. But you can't just keep playing him because you're buying for that amount of money. And you know what else Liverpool are missing?
I know exactly what you're going to say.
What?
Trent.
Yes.
And his right foot.
Yes. And his balls in
behind.
Whoa,
what?
What?
What'd you say?
His balls, yeah.
They're missing Trent's balls?
Yes, mate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to elaborate or not?
I think he plays some of the best balls.
There. Just leave.
Okay.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, he plays the best
You
balls.
are so right.
Sorry, mate.
You are having that supply from deep as a right back or wing back.
100%, mate. Like, the most assists for a Premier League defender for Liverpool. And when you got that side now, Conor Bradley, great player. He's not got the same distribution. Neither has Szoboszlai, neither has Frimpong.
No.
So Salah has been used to, for years, making runs. And you know Trent's going to put some unbelievable floated ball in behind. You're going to run through a score. So he's not getting that, and that's taking its toll.
Let me ask you about that. So when you were at Villa, you played wide left?
Wide left, yeah.
Okay. Your relationship with who was left back then?
In that time, there was multiple left backs, mate.
Okay. How important was that relationship?
Oh, of course it
for
is.
you? Because you mentioned, it's a great point you make with Salah and Trent. It's trust, it's knowing where someone is, it's playing with them week in, week. How much time does it take for someone like Salah to adjust to a new right back behind him?
The problem you've got, Andy, is that the right backs behind him now can't do what Trent can do. Like when Salah used to look, Trent's played it already, and he's in behind 1v1. Remember the balls used to do opposite side to Mane as well when he was there. The difference now is Frimpong is going to be the right back going forward, and his passing, he's lofted through balls. He's not something he's crossing. He's not something that Frimpong's good at.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's good at getting forward, overlapped. He's got that pace that Trent hasn't got. But Salah's not going to get that service. That service is going to have to come from McAllister, maybe from Gravenberch in the midfield. Them sort of verts, can he drop off and make them balls to Salah? So I think they're missing that a lot. And stop complicating it. Zoba's worked for a couple of games, but he's not a right back. He's a centre midfielder. Unlucky with the penalty, but maybe you play a right back there.
Yeah.
He doesn't concede that penalty.
If you're a Liverpool fan, would you be worried? Seems a little bit over the top, but would there be question marks? Because before the season started, Liverpool were probably everyone's favourite.
Yes.
I know if you're a City fan, you'd say no, and if you're an Arsenal fan, you'd say no. But the majority of impartial people would probably say Liverpool favourites, right? I've not seen enough yet from Liverpool to convince me they still are.
I looked at their squad of players, looked at Arsenal's, and I thought, you know what? Once Isak's gone in, they're going to edge it for me.
Me too.
Unbelievable player. But I look at the defences. So Arsenal in all competitions, and they conceded 3 goals in all competitions. That's playing Champions League. That's playing in the Carabao Cup as well. Didn't concede.
Yeah.
Liverpool have conceded 7 in the Premier League, 3 in the Champions League, and 1 in the League Cup against Southampton. So if you look at the difference in what they've conceded, you look at Liverpool's defence, and could that be the issue that cost Liverpool the title? Because Canate, let's talk to Real Madrid, that's happening him up.
Yep.
He's not going to sign a deal that maybe Liverpool are offering.
He's been off it.
Lad.
He's been off it.
Yes, he's been shocking. The younger lad, 18-year-old Leone, very good player, done a bad knee injury, probably going to be out for most of the season.
Yeah.
If Van Dijk gets injured, your only other defender is Joe Gomez to play centre half.
That's not good enough.
Not good enough to let Kwanzaa go. Canate against Crystal Palace was all over the place. He was losing the ball too casual. Mateta was causing him havoc. So defensively, I think Liverpool aren't good enough, and it's going to cost them over the course of the season.
It's amazing how quick a week in football can go. Because this time last week, we were looking at the fixtures, and we were saying if Liverpool beat Palace and Newcastle beat Arsenal, the gap's going to be 8 points. We could get to a season where this coming Monday, Liverpool aren't top anymore.
100%. Is it Chelsea they're playing the weekend? I think it's Chelsea away, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
That's a tough game. You look at Arsenal's next 5. They're decent fixtures, mate.
Yeah.
Got 3 London derbies in a row. The games that Arsenal, you expect them to get maximum points. So I'm just looking at Liverpool at the moment. I'm saying everyone's talking about Arteta, the handbrake off. Guess how many goals Liverpool scored in the Premier League?
Go on.
12. Guess how many goals Arsenal scored in the Premier League? 12.
Okay.
So where's his handbrake talk coming from?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I think people are trying to be a bit harsh on Arsenal.
Last question. Are there any question marks about Arne Slot?
There has to be. Listen, he's got a lot of credit in the bank, hasn't he? Winning the Premier League last season. But some of the decisions he's making at the moment, there has to be.
Okay.
Take him out. No Liverpool fan will disagree. Take Wirtz out. 20 minutes, bring him on a weekend.
Don't know if you kind of. I don't think you can have Wirtz and Ekatike, £200 million worth plus talent sitting.
So
on
what
the
are you
bench.
saying then? So
I don't know what.
So you're saying Wirtz, Ekatike, and Isak, 2 of the 3 have to play at all times on the starting team.
I like what I saw with Ekatike.
Oh, of course.
They didn't. I know it was too late to make the call, or maybe it wasn't, but they didn't need to spend that money on Isak. They should have busted the bank and got Mark Gurhey in. That was the problem. It's too late now for that to happen.
Palace weren't going to let him go.
No, I know. They wanted about £35 million close. But what I'm saying is, if you don't buy Isak, you just put 50 million down and go, look, he's going for nothing. 50 million. They can't turn that down.
I think they needed Gahey more than Isak.
Yeah, I agree.
Good chat, mate.
Do you know, I really enjoyed that.
Good chat, yeah.
I enjoyed it. If you missed any of that chat, you can download the app and just listen again.
Turn it into a podcast.
Yeah. Or you can dial 03717 233
Have a go at me.
You can have a go at Gabs. Or maybe you can agree with him. I'm guessing most will disagree. 03717 233 Liverpool chat right after this. Listening to Andy Goldstein, that's me, by the way. Gabby Agbonlahor, that's him. This is Champions League Drive in partnership with the new film The Smashing Machine. It's based on a true story. You can see it in cinemas this Friday. I am genuinely, I'm not being paid to say this.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about seeing that movie.
So am I, mate.
He looks amazing in that, The Rock.
And I feel Bentley done an outstanding job.
He did well, didn't he?
He done very well.
Very nervous, the boy, but he did very well.
Yes, he did.
He's learning from the master.
Who are you?
Still to come, we'll have fun with the best of talkSPORT. Just quickly, Man United are exploring options for a mid-season friendly, or friendlies, as an S on the end, including a possible trip to Saudi Arabia.
They'll lose anyway, wouldn't they?
I'll take a draw now. And Newcastle's Tino Livramento will be out for 6 to 8 weeks. That's a
big loss.
It's a blow.
Top blow.
That was following his injury against Arsenal. Right, we're taking your calls on all things Liverpool. 03717 223344. Is it time to worry? Or don't be silly. Of course it's not. It's too early. Scott is a Liverpool fan. Scott, how are you?
Good evening, Scott.
How are we, boys? Is okay?
We're great, man. How are you today? You all right? You well?
Yeah, I'm really well, and I'm just laughing my head off at some of the garbage that I'm listening to from you two. People before you at this so-called crisis at Liverpool.
Well, we haven't said crisis
at
all.
All pack in. Mate?
Who said crisis?
Some of the stuff you're hearing, Gab, it's just like, it's unbelievable. I mean, look, were we great last night? No. Did we deserve to lose against Palace on Saturday? Yes, we did. But, for where we are, a team that's potentially struggling, and last week, a couple of weeks ago, it was like, sign of champions, keep scoring late on. Now all of a sudden, his selection's correct, is his formation correct? I think everyone just needs to take a bit of a chill pill, put your foot in the ball, and I guarantee you, if you're going to win the league this season, you need to finish above Liverpool.
But do you not look at last night and say, listen, he made his choices in the team? Would you not look at Salah and Isak on the bench? Bradley's available, and you're playing Szoboszlai right back, Frimpong right midfield.
Yeah.
Or do you think that's fine?
No, let me answer all them for you, mate.
Yeah,
right?
no
problem. A couple of things in relation to that, Gav, right? So, Salah, still quite reliable, had some assists, scored some goals. Has he been his greatest this year? No, he's a year older, so we need to manage that minutes, whether we like that or not.
Okay.
In relation to Szoboszlai, we know he's a midfielder, but we've had a bit of joy with him coming from the full-back into the midfield position, so he wants to overload the midfield. So you get some of that type of stuff. Frimpong can play either position, still bedding in. We've still got a little bit of time. We're going on about some of the signings. I think, for likes of myself, Gab, a little bit more of a worry is McAllister's not been the same since he had his injury. So he's the one who gives us a lot of balance and a lot of control in midfield.
Scott, let me ask you this question. I'm going to ask you two questions. Question number 1, out of 10, mark Liverpool's performance overall last season. Just one number.
9.
Okay, this season so far, what number?
8.
8? Are you nuts? 8?
Do you want me to tell you why, Andy?
Because you can't count?
The reason why.
Go on.
I can give you the exact reason. Who's sitting top of the Premier League table after 6 games?
Right, phone Monday, you might not be.
No, answer me question now.
Liverpool.
You answer my question. Who's top of the league now?
Liverpool.
Right. So what does it say? If you don't think we're sitting at an 8 out of 10 after 6 league games, and everyone...
Because I've seen your performances. The performances are not 8 out of 10.
Andy, we won the league last season, right? And when we got into March, April, we were staggering over the line against teams like Wolves 2-1, blowing out of you-know-what.
Okay, let me ask you this. Do you think if you continue this level of performance, you'll win the league again?
We won't continue with this level of performance.
I'm saying you haven't been good. So I'm asking you...
I'm telling you we have.
Right, so I'm asking, if you carry on with this level, do you think you'll win the league?
Honest to question, 50-50. I would say that between us and Arsenal.
Before the game, before the game, mate, before Arsenal played Newcastle on the weekend, they were favourites before the game for the Premier League.
Okay. So, Gabby, here's the funniest thing about that, and I think you mentioned it before, Andy. On this station and other people around us, I tell you what, if Liverpool beat Palace and Arsenal get beat by Newcastle, it's over. The league's over. It's going to be 8 points. It's 6 games in. Everyone take a breather. Put your foot on the ball and just chill. Honest to God,
do you think
balanced approaches on 40 lads? Come on.
Do you think Vert should be dropped though and took out of the firing line?
No, again. So Gabriel, you can phrase pulled out the team, dropped, whatever way you want to do it. Right. We're going to play over 60 games. You look last night, right? This is a lad who's absolutely... We wouldn't have paid over £100 million if he's not a top player. Little things last night, just before they scored, he's already looking like 2-3 passes ahead. He tried that little back heel where he's expecting Ekitike to come onto it. So there's little snippets that you're seeing. Has he been brilliant? No.
Okay.
He's been in the country for about 5 minutes.
Scott, listen, I want to take another Liverpool fan.
Great call, mate.
Thanks for that, Scott. Have a good day.
Weren't happy you, was he?
Thanks, man. Yeah, it was you.
No, it's you. He said this show, in the 4 p.m. show.
It's nothing to do with me. Tiago's up next. Hi, Tiago.
Good evening, Tiago.
Good afternoon. Hi, Gabby. Hi, Andy.
You're right, mate.
As usual.
Thanks, man. What would you like to say, pal?
This last call, this Liverpool call, he makes me laugh. Right. I'll tell us everything you guys said. I agree 100%. And obviously, I'm a Liverpool fan. So let's just look into more details. Would Andy Robertson, today, play at any other club in the Premier League? What do you guys think? Robbo?
I think he could do, yeah.
Start? Yeah, so if Kirkus is struggling, why would he keep trying to play Kirkus instead of playing Robbo? So
because he signed him.
Kirkus on smaller games, let him bed in instead of just forcing the guy in when he's clearly struggling. So that's number one. Number two, Gabby said about Trent, so we miss Trent. And about resting the players and rotation and all that nonsense. Put the game to bed first. So if if Salah's fit, play him and then take him off.
Yep.
Because playing half an hour and playing 45 minutes is the same.
Tiago, let me ask you the same question I asked the last caller. Mark Liverpool out of 10 so far this season. He gave him an 8.
This season, 7 at best, 7.
Okay.
We scrapped through a lot of games, and I mean,
fair call, mate.
Yep. It's just it's not been good. Last night, everything was rushed. Players out of position, struggling. Spring pong, struggling. It's a mess. It's a mess because he's overcomplicating it.
Okay. Listen, Tiago, thanks for your call. I appreciate it. Some good calls from Liverpool fans. Good work.
Passionate fan base.
It's always good to hear. Still to come, we'll be having some fun with the best of talkSPORT. But now it's time for Go Juggling. Go juggling, not no Googling. Go juggling, all right? So every day this week, just for this week, R5, we'll be setting a start, bench and sell.
Oh.
Today, it's you. You're going to have to reveal your answer to this one after the break.
Andy, Darren, or
Jeff.
Jeff.
All right? Left backs today.
Okay.
Ashley Cole, Marcelo and Roberto Carlos.
Oh.
Start, bench and sell. Ashley Cole, Marcelo and Roberto Carlos. The answer to, or Gabby's answer to that, and loads more coming your way. Live and Drive and talkSPORT after this.
Oh.
Liverpool have been accused of lethargy and looking wide open at the back. Back-to-back defeats, and former Red talkSPORT's Danny Murphy says Arne Slot has some notable issues to address to get the show back on the road.
There's problems there for him to fix, that's for sure. But I think first and foremost that comes defensively. I think at the weekend we'll probably see a more last season type team.
Liverpool go to Chelsea in the Premier League on Saturday evening. Enzo Maresca's side have just won 2 in the last 6 in the top tier. But our very own Simon Jordan standing by his pre-season prediction that they'll secure a Champions League place.
I'm unsure about him. I think he's.
You're unsure?
Yeah, I don't think he's the finished article, and I don't think Chelsea are going to be the finished article under him. I think he's done more right than he's done wrong. I think some of the things he did last season, some of the things that he said were a bit ridiculous. I think it's right to get balance in the conversation because people don't want balance. They want feasts and they want famines.
Newcastle will be without Tino Livramento for 6 to 8 weeks because of the knee injury sustained in the defeat to Arsenal. Elsewhere, City women's forward Mary Fowler has signed a new deal, keeping her at the club until 2027. The Australia international, currently recovering from an ACL injury, has scored 21 times in 87 appearances for City in all competitions. And Newcastle have parted company with their director of rugby, Steve Diamond, just 1 game into the new season. Scotland head coach Gregor Townsend is set to join the new club owners Red Bull in a part-time advisory role.
Driver talkSPORT, Andy Goldstein Gabby Agbonlahor. Before the break, it was no juggling, where you can't juggle about the answers. Start, bench and sell. 3 left backs. Good luck with this. Ashley Cole, Marcelo and Roberto Carlos.
Oh my God.
Who are you going with?
Mate, I think I'm going to have to...
Who are you starting?
I'm going to have to start...
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Ashley Cole.
Oh my... I mean, I can't disagree with that because Ashley
You got a problem with Ashley Cole, mate?
No, I just said I can't disagree with that.
Okay.
I think Ashley Cole's the greatest left back.
Why did you make that expression?
Because that means either Marcelo or
like I'm
Roberto
talking
Carlos.
about Dorgu or something.
Well, I'm going to answer your question. That means either you're selling Marcelo or Roberto Carlos. There's no way you can sell.
I'm benching Roberto Carlos. You know, I don't need to play a lot of football. No, he'll be on after 20.
Yeah.
Left centre back. And I'm going to sorry, Marcelo.
You're selling Marcelo. How much are you getting?
You know why I'm selling him? Because there was a clip where he played in Brazil and he had a bit of a bust up with the manager. That's my reasons.
Okay.
Yeah, an attitude problem.
Attitude, so you've sold him.
Yeah.
Off you go.
Yeah, I didn't like that when I saw that a couple of years ago.
Still to come, we'll be joined by Darren Bent, our very own, live from the Emirates ahead of Arsenal against Olympiacos. It's a game you can hear live on talkSPORT. But first, it's time for this.
That hits hard with The Smashing Machine, the powerhouse new UFC movie starring Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt in cinemas October 3rd.
Yes, a new film is coming to cinemas this Friday. The Smashing Machine, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. It's based on the true story of MMA legend Mark Kerr. Ahead of the release, talkSPORT's Gareth A. Davis has picked his top 5 UFC fighters of all time.
If you're looking at the best 5 UFC fighters as we celebrate this movie, The Smashing Machine, about the extraordinary and harrowing and at times incredibly successful life of Mark Kerr as depicted by The Rock in the new movie. First of all, I'm going to go for number 5 in reverse order. Number 5, Khabib Nurmagomedov, the UFC lightweight champion with the longest reign in the division's history, 1,077 days, and tied for most title defenses. At number 2, it's Demetrius Johnson, the brilliant flyweight champion, the inaugural UFC flyweight champion, 11 consecutive title defenses, most wins as a flyweight, 12, and most submissions in UFC title fights. At number 3, it's got to be the brilliant Brazilian Anderson Silva, the most dangerous striker and jiu-jitsu artist combined we've ever seen in the UFC, the former UFC middleweight champion, brilliant Anderson Silva. At 2, it's the one and only Georges St-Pierre of Canada, former UFC welterweight and middleweight champion, 9 UFC welterweight defenses. He went into everyone else's backyard and fought them in their style. He made it look easy at times. And finally, the number 1 for me, John Jones, UFC light heavyweight and heavyweight champion, the youngest ever fighter to win a UFC championships, and the most wins in UFC light heavyweight history, 20 wins. The one and only Johnny Bones Jones.
Good work, Gareth. Are you a UFC fan? Have you ever gone to one?
No. I'm a fan, but sometimes it's quite brutal, isn't it?
Well, it is. When you're there, it is.
Yeah, it's quite brutal when you watch some of them. And I used to watch it, Chuck Liddell, back in the day when he was Brock Lesnar. Used to love watching Brock Lesnar because when you got on top, you couldn't get off. Ground and pound.
So you know your stuff.
Yeah, I know my stuff. Yeah,
but I went to see it at the O2 quite a few years ago.
Did you think a bit?
I was like octagon side rather than ringside, but you can hear when someone's down on the floor and they're punching his head. You can hear. I mean, it's horrific.
Do you know what it is sometimes? It's when the refs don't get in quick enough. So someone's on the floor, knocked out, and then they're knocked out, and then they might get 2 more big shots to the face.
I still think it's safer than boxing.
Yes.
Because when you get knocked out and it's over.
It's over, isn't it?
In boxing, you can get knocked down, get up, you don't know where you are, adrenaline's pumping, you're allowed to fight on.
Some of them kicks as well, mate. Imagine the conditioning they do on their legs to absolutely boot someone.
Yeah, we had. I can't remember his name. My knowledge of UFC ain't great. Who's the fella, right, that sometimes works with Adam Cattrall on like TNT
Bisping.
Sports? No, not Bisping. He came in. Billy's going to work this out. He came into our show, and he lived with like monks for 4 years somewhere in Asia, right?
Okay.
And his calves are like mahogany. When you knock, genuinely,
I can imagine. Yeah,
you knock on his calf.
Yeah.
It's that.
And the training they do on their shins as well.
Yeah, that's what I meant. His shins.
Nice calves. Yeah.
His shins. Nuts, isn't it?
Yeah, scary, mate.
Well, if you're a fan of MMA, then make sure you go watch a brand new movie. It's out this Friday, starring Dwayne Johnson, The Smashing Machine. It's in cinemas, as I say, from this Friday.
That hits hard with The Smashing Machine, the powerhouse new UFC movie starring Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt, in cinemas October 3rd.
Right, time now for this.
What's the best superpower? Are there more screens or windows in the world? How long would it take to drink all the water in the world? Would you rather have 4 arms or 4 legs? What's the best pint? How many ants could win a fight against a man? The office debate on Drive.
Yeah, we love this. This is our brand new feature, The Office Debate, where every week we'll be discussing the hot topic that's been debated here in the talkSPORT offices over the last few days. This is a great one. You can, by the way, while we're talking about it, we're only doing this about 4 or 5 minutes. If you want to phone up like now and have your 2 pence worth, you can. 03717 223
I'm going to be biased.
Okay. We are discussing what football position is the easiest and the hardest to play.
Hardest is striker.
Hold on.
Sorry.
Why are you so quick?
Sorry.
What football position is the easiest and the hardest to play?
Easiest goalkeeper.
Again, you
Sorry.
spoke over the easiest and the hardest to play. Let it breathe. Gabby.
The hardest is being a striker because you've got to get the goals. Pressure on you.
Yeah.
You know, people laughing at you, saying you got Timberlands on when you don't score after 3-4 games.
That's you, is it?
No, that was Lukaku.
Okay.
They used to get that off horrible fans.
Okay.
The easiest, by far, goalkeeper. Sometimes goalkeepers are standing there for like 30 minutes without doing anything. Ball comes back to you, play it out to your centre-back, have it back now, pass it out to him. They must go inside and do some extra work after games.
I disagree with you, right? I would say with a striker, you can have 89 minutes of poor touches, bad form, nothing happens. But you scored a winner, happy days.
Yeah, but...
Right? So there's nowhere else on the field you can have a nightmare for 89 minutes and be the hero. You can as a striker.
Okay, I hear your point of view in that, but what as well, though, is that centre midfielders, they don't score in 10 games. No one's going to even, notice. But a striker, look at us. We couldn't wait for, Šeško to not score, and he finally scores, and no one can really come from anymore. Gyökeres, everyone's saying, oh, he hasn't scored against a big team. You know what I mean? It's pressure on a striker.
I think goalkeeper's the hardest.
Andy, come on.
No, no.
What do you mean?
Because if you make a mistake as a midfielder, you give the ball away, chances are it's not going to lead to a goal.
Yeah.
You make one mistake as a goalkeeper. Look at, what's his name? Trafford, right? Went to Man City.
He was nervous, though.
That's my point. Didn't have a great game. I'm a big fan of his, and he'll be the next England goalkeeper after Pickford without a shadow of a doubt. Didn't have a great game. Went out and got Donnarumma. Now what? I think it's really, really tough to be a goalkeeper. I would say the easiest role, I think, is, I know it's going to sound nuts because Rodri was played here. I think CDM. Just sitting in front of the back four, get the ball, give it to someone.
Yeah, but you've got so much to do there. You're a defender, and then you've got to get up the pitch as well with the midfield. I just think with a striker, and I know we've got some callers waiting. I can see what they're saying already, and they're winding me up. A striker, mate.
How can you see that?
I can see here, mate. I've got a special screen.
What does it say on your screen?
It says on the screen, easiest is striker. Don't wind me up.
Why don't we speak to him? Is that Laurie?
Go on, Laurie.
Laurie, hello, mate.
Hello, mate. You're right.
Laurie, don't start, mate.
What? No, it's a compliment. It's a compliment.
I agree with you. I think it's the easiest.
But how can it be the easiest? And the pressure's on the strikers. You don't score. Everyone's looking at you like, oh, you got to get out of jail here. Like the pressure that's going to be on Gyökeres this season.
I found personally, obviously, I didn't play to your levels, but I was quite fast, and all I had to do was beat last man and hit the ball in the goal.
See?
And
easy.
I've done it a few times. It was, I find it was the easiest. Yeah.
I mean, you can have a bad game for 89 minutes, score the winner, and steal all the headlines, right?
Yeah, 100%. And it's nothing compared to centre midfield. That is graveyard shift.
Just get the ball. They get the ball and pass it backwards and say, "Oh, my passing was 99% accurate. I didn't give it away."
No, I know, but here's the thing, right? Europa League final.
Yes.
I don't really remember how Brennan Johnson played in that game.
Yeah.
He's the hero.
Yes.
Scored the winner.
Yes.
And it was a clunky goal at best, right?
Okay.
Scored the winner. Hero. Doesn't matter what he did in the game. Doesn't matter what he did in the game.
Who was the hero for Argentina in the World Cup in general?
Messi.
No. Martinez. Those saves against France. Remember? Big saves he made in the World Cup.
I think Messi was.
No, I think Martinez. That save he made to keep the
last minute,
That last minute save. And it would have Argentina won the World Cup.
I think Messi was.
No, I think Martinez.
Let's take one more. Stephen is a Rangers fan. Stephen,
come on, Steve. Talk some sense into them, Steve.
I would say for me the easiest position is a goalkeeper.
Steve, I can't hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, go on.
Better.
I would say a goalkeeper would be the easiest, in my opinion, and a wing back would be the hardest.
A wing back's the hardest.
Up and down, mate.
I think everybody has a certain fitness level in football quite clearly, but I believe being a wing back, are you going forward? Are you bombing forward? Are you going by?
So why are you so harsh on Tavernier?
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I'm definitely one of his better fans at Ibrox these days. Okay. So I believe James Tavernier getting dropped for Max Aarons at the start of the season was another disgrace from Russell Martin, who has to go.
Yeah, but yeah.
Okay. So
mate, fair enough.
that does surprise me. He thinks the easiest is the goalkeeper.
Come on,
you come under the most.
Andy.
It's the only position where you can make a mistake and get slaughtered.
Yes, but
that makes it
sometimes goalkeepers go through a game and like barely touch the ball, mate. And they're that
when
bored.
they are called upon, they have to produce.
Just make a save, as Martin O'Neill used to say. Make a save.
I mean, that's just, where do you think the worst?
Make a save.
Where do you?
Mr. God.
Who's that meant to be? Martin O'Neill. What accent's Martin O'Neill got? What's the worst position? Like the least impressive.
Least impressive. Oh, now. Oh, that's tough, isn't it? It's a hard one because your fullbacks you got to defend, then you got to get forward.
Yeah, but like the least cool, right?
Least cool.
Yeah, like if it was a band, lead singer, drummer, they're pretty cool.
Centre half.
Centre half's the least cool.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. When we come back, we will have some
goalkeeper hard. Most goalkeepers after a game have got to go in and get on a watt bike or something and do some extra cardio.
A what bike?
Like a watt bike or a
just said that. What bike?
What?
Huh?
What?
When we come back, we'll have some fun with the best bits of Talk Sport. Make sure you join us after this. You listen to me, Andy Goldstein, hair. Gabby Agbonlahor, no hair, on Champions League Drive, brought to you by the upcoming film The Smashing Machine, starring Dwayne Johnson in cinemas this Friday. Gab's got the ump with me because he can't have any of my Goldstein's golden paste.
But I've got hair on my chin. Can I use it on that?
Yeah, you can use it on that.
Could I?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Can I legally call you a slaphead or not?
Yeah.
Can I?
You can, mate.
Okay, it's not for slapheads.
Well, you know,
you take that offensively?
No, not
you
at all,
should do.
mate. You know who would? Landon Donovan. Have you seen the post that he put up?
Yeah.
What would your advice be for him? He's worried about...
Go to Turkey.
No, he said he's tried everything.
Oh, has he?
Thinking of,
Just, you know,
he wants to put a
embrace
wig
it.
on, doesn't he?
No, embrace it. He looks good, bald. You look good, bald. Some people look... Jason Statham looks good, bald.
Why are you laughing?
No, I'm not. Mine's getting thicker.
It is, isn't it? How is that, mate? That's very rare.
Everyone's got a talent, right? Yours was scoring goals. Mine's broadcasting and great hair.
I wasn't left wing.
Bentley. Bentley's fault. Right, it's time now for this. Time for the best of talkSPORT and Friends, where we run you through some of the recent highlight moments from across talkSPORT. Let's kick things off with this morning's Brekkie Show. Big Alan Brazils alongside Super Ali McCoy. Here's Big Al discussing the video game Minecraft.
From simple shelters to complex mechanical devices, I'm still clueless. What does that mean?
The kids were into Minecraft years ago.
Years ago?
Aye. It's I don't know. Is it a little Lego?
I heard that this morning. Both of them didn't have a clue what they were talking about, did they?
Neither would I.
Did you play with Lego growing up?
Never.
Never had Lego?
Never interested, mate.
What's the best video game you've ever played?
Well, we used to love playing Pro Evolution Soccer when we was kids, until my dad would always find out my brother bought a PlayStation and he'd take it off him and sell it.
I was always a FIFA, not a Pro Evo.
I was Pro Evo always.
I just didn't like the fact it was like Manchester Red v Manchester Blue.
Yeah. Manchester Blue won.
If there was a talkSPORT Lego set, who would look most like their Lego piece?
Simon Jordan.
You think so?
Yeah, just make a bit of wig, wouldn't you? Like a Lego wig.
Are you saying Simon's got a wig?
No, I can't.
Oh, why?
He'll sue me, Simon would. No, I'll take that back.
Maybe I should get... Mate, do you know what? Simon needs some of Goldstein's golden paste in his hair.
Why didn't you just leave some here?
I will. I'll leave some for you.
Why don't you leave me one? I'll give it tomorrow after the show.
Yeah, you're not going to nick it. Don't forget, Big Al returns at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning alongside you, Gab.
Yes. Over to this morning's White and Jordan. Simon missed yesterday's show because of a dental appointment. Here's his explanation.
I had 3 hours and a bone graft. You had a couple of forces put in.
You was off yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah, I was.
A
bone
gap was a great show. It is his first day off.
I don't know if you heard it, got a great reaction to the show yesterday. I would imagine Goldstein couldn't have had his wisdom teeth pulled out because he can't afford that, can he?
Oh.
No, you're right, I can't.
Have you got a response?
I'm sorry,
to that, mate?
is that where Simon's at the moment? Just gloating about how rich he is?
Yeah, I don't like that, mate.
No, I can't afford it.
No,
Never wrong with that. I'm the normal I can identify with the person on the street.
Exactly, mate. Who's tougher, though, you or Simon? Because you've had a bit of work, haven't you?
If we had a fight?
No, like with pain, threshold.
I've got no threshold, so I hate
You're struggling, aren't you?
People don't like pain, do they?
Some people do, mate.
Like
weird.
Not for me. I'll take all the painkillers and drugs, legal ones, that I'm offered.
That's dumb that. Who's your Mount Rushmore of the biggest moaners at talkSPORT?
You're going to play this on the breakfast show. Alan Brazil, without a shadow of a doubt, he's up there. What do you want me to say? Jeff Stelling? What do you want me to say, Jeff Stelling? I've never worked with Jeff, but on what I'm led to believe, he loves a moan up.
Really? Okay.
Must be the breakfast
shit.
shit.
Those are you two then? Okay.
Hold on.
It's very early.
Rushmore's got 4.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, I forgot.
I'll put them on it both. 2 big...
But Condi moans, surely, no?
There's going to be a lot of big faces on it. Brazil, Cundy. No, Cundy
I'm not getting involved. I'm not getting involved.
Yeah, I'll put you on it. You moan a lot.
You keep like saying horrible things about my friend Alan, mate.
I don't say anything.
People love
Alan.
And
you stir. I love Alan.
I will tell him tomorrow morning what you said about
You know what? The great thing if you take the mickey out of Alan Brazil, at his age, he won't remember it anyway.
Oh, I'm moving on. Jim and Simon will be back at 10 tomorrow. And for all the best bits of the show, check out Outspoken, wherever you get podcasts from.
That Goldstein.
What did he say about me, Gabby?
Goldstein, he's getting too big with boots now.
Who is he? Who is he?
Let's finish with the breakfast show. There you go. We're going back to breakfast show where they were joined by Frank. Who's that? My eyes are so bad. What was it? Let. strange name, a Man United fan, refuses to cut his hair. Oh, yes, I've seen this fella until Man United win 5 games on the bounce. Big Alan Alley were a bit taken aback by his Barnet.
Oh, dear me, I've just got a look at you there, Frank. That Barnet of yours.
Frank, there's a couple of blackbirds nesting in there, and it's going to get worse, mate.
Seriously? You got to
tell us what's going on
What's
here.
the deal, Frank?
Crikey, your shampoo bill must be a fortune.
Absolutely, yeah. No, it has been a bit of a regret, I've got to say.
How would you look if you grew your hair out for a year? Where would it grow?
So it will grow on the sides. So
you look like Sven. God bless him.
So when I was a bit younger, my friends used to say that I used to look like a bit of a tennis ball, like a worn tennis ball.
Who said that, Marcus?
Yeah, the audacity.
Yeah.
Stop. Move on. Come on, he'll fall out with me again. Don't, Andy. You made me and my good friend fall out for like nearly 7
WhatsApp
months.
group left. Marcus has left the group.
Sent a letter in as well.
I know, you told me, yeah.
Legal.
Nothing to do with
illegal. You was on the front of the letter.
Hold on. I could send you some of my paste, couldn't I? I could send him some of my paste.
You could do, yeah.
They're tough to get out of the one.
The least you can do is send him some on the house.
I'll do that.
All right, good lad.
Rug paste. You can. Oh, it says here you can buy Goldstein's Golden Paste at damonbarber.com. Good work, Bill. Check out 21 Minutes to Go. It's a brand new podcast with me and Cundy. Episodes drop every Monday. It rhymes. And of course, you can find all of our shows on talkSPORT and the app where you can swipe between talkSPORT and talkSPORT 2 and all of our other sister stations. So you never miss a moment. When we come back, we're building up to a big night of Champions League football across the talkSPORT network. Stay where you are.
bottom, it isn't quite the same. Even for those on the rise, there's not an awful lot of cash in the boxing world, and if you're just starting out, well, it can be a very costly exercise indeed. But don't take my word for it. Here's the former European champion, talkSPORT's Spencer Oliver.
You're turning professional and you're boxing, let's say, York Hall on a non-televised fight. You have to sell tickets
to earn any money, but you have to cover the wages of your opponent as well. So if you don't have the ability to be able to sell enough tickets, you effectively have to pay to fight.
A far cry then from Jake Paul facing Mike Tyson in 2024, when the purse was reported to be around £48 million. But the vast amounts of cash lining the top dog's pockets isn't the norm in a typical fight.
Let's say you're lucky and you get between 5 and 10 grand. You're going to get 10 grand max for that. 10% goes to the trainer, 25% goes to the manager. Then we've got the tax man to pay as well. So we're cutting that money in at least half. So now you've got 5 grand for a 10-week camp. So you're talking about a guy here earning, he might be clearing 500 quid a week. How do you support a family on that? So boxers chase the dream. And, you know, there's probably 2% of them that actually make it.
So say you do make it and you start to rise up the ranks. Strikers Boxing, a training academy, says the mid-tier fighters can earn more, somewhere between £10,000 and £50,000 a fight, depending on record, profile, opponent and popularity of weight class. It's only at the top level does the real cash start flowing in, with the top-tier professionals, i.e. those going for titles, earning 6 figures a fight. Something else you'll have heard of is the terms prize fighter or journeyman. A prize fighter is, as it sounds, someone who picks up fights where they can and gets a nice big check if they win. Journeymen are the fighters who take on up-and-comers, effectively used for experience in the ring. Even if they're going up against the real prospects, a young Anthony Joshua, for example, these guys will be lucky to earn more than 10 grand. So the average boxer isn't as rich as you'd think.
Listening to Champions League Drive on talkSPORT with me, Andy Goldstein Gabby Agbonlahor alongside. That's the fella, yeah. Still to come, we'll bring you Drive Worldwide with Kevin Atchard, but first, Newcastle, they're currently in Champions League action in Belgium. It's a game you can hear live over on talkSPORT 2. In fact, the score is currently 1-0 to Newcastle. Ian Danter and Dean Ashton are on comms duty. Let's have a little listen now, shall we, and find out how things are getting on.
The counter-attack to get that extra bit of momentum is perfect.
Nearly 19 minutes gone as listeners from talkSPORT join us. Newcastle are in front in Brussels against Union SG. Nick Voltemade got the final touch on a drive from outside the area by Sandro Tonali after a wicked cross from Anthony Elanga down the Newcastle right. Caused consternation in the Union SG defence. Tonali drove it goalwards and Voltemade got a flick on it and diverted it past the keeper who was wrong-footed. But Dean Ashton, he didn't make enough of the claim for the goal, did he?
He didn't, so we'll see if he really does get it or whether Tonali gets it and it was McAllister, the defender, that it ricocheted off. But it was the ball in from Elanga. It was just absolutely brilliant. Really whipped it in with pace, caused the problems. Tonali following as he should do with the volley. And Newcastle have deserved it. They've dominated possession after that first little bit of life from Union SG.
Yeah, Union SG just quickly were sort of ratting around early on and preventing Newcastle getting a string of passes together, but they're just opening up now a little bit, Newcastle, as Voltemade turns and fires it down the right-hand side for Anthony Elanga, who's got the run on Leyson for the moment. Whips another cross in at the near post, and it's turned over by Anthony Gordon at that near post.
Brilliant break, Voltamada with the ball out towards Elanga, and this is what you need, just one touch and whipped in, and Anthony Gordon, making his run off the big centre forward, dives towards that near post, and he just doesn't quite get the connection that he wants.
Commentary continues of this Champions League encounter on talkSPORT 2, where the scoreline is on 20 minutes. Union SG 0, Newcastle United 1.
Good work as always, boys. After a busy night of football, the boys on the sports bar take your calls from Ted. Did you see the? I didn't see the goal. Did you see it, Gabs?
It was sort of deflected cross, and Tonali runs in and taps it in. Yeah, but Newcastle got a strong side out. Should have more than enough to beat this team.
Okay. And that game, as I said, live on talkSPORT, 20 minutes on the clock. Newcastle currently leading by a 0-0. Right, time now to preview the rest of our European football action with Enterprise Rent-A-Car.
European football preview on talkSPORT with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Whatever it is, we're here for it.
And to do that, we're joined now from the Emirates by our very own document, Darren Bent, who's on co-comms duty this evening as talkSPORT brings you live commentary of Arsenal against Olympiacos. Benty.
Good evening, Benty.
Oh, Darren Bent, can you hear us?
You hear me?
Oh, now we can. You all right?
Yeah, not bad, you?
Oh, that's better. Yeah, I'm very well. How you doing, son? You well?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, in the Emirates already. It's lovely, looking beautiful, a carpet-like pitch. I'm looking forward to it.
Is it busy there? Are there people? I mean, the doors are open now, presumably, right? Is it filling up, or is it too early for that?
It's still early. I mean, the Olympiacos, they are starting to come in their numbers. The Arsenal fans not quite yet, but you could sense the atmosphere's building. It should be a good game this evening.
Bentley, so many options for Arsenal. Looking at the bench against Newcastle, do you think the likes of Ben White, Lewis Skelly, even Martin Odegaard and Martinelli coming into the side tonight?
Yeah, you'd like to think so. I want to see him kind of rotate it up, as you said there. Another big game at the weekend against West Ham. I know Arsenal should get that done, but you want your better players fresh. But I do think Arsenal now, with the strength and depth that they've got, because as you said there, he brought on Saliba, he brought on Moreno, he brought on Martinelli, Odegaard, Lewis Skelly. Do you know what I mean? Norgard, Ben White, these guys didn't even get on. So I think the squad is there, but you're right. I think you can't take it too lightly because this is a Champions League tie. Olympiacos are a good side in good form. But Arsenal should have enough strength and depth. Whether the guys who start there play 60 minutes and then you bring on, obviously, the finishers, as Arteta calls it, Arsenal should have too much for Olympiacos tonight.
Benny, do you think, because it's different competition, and of course you won at the weekend, a really good performance against Newcastle, an even better result, can you take form from Premier League into Champions League? Does that sort of thing happen or not?
Well, it's a winning mentality, isn't it? And that's what I think. I mean, the amount of times we've always heard when teams are going for a bad run, they want a different competition to kind of like reset. I've never really bought that. I think confidence is in any competition. So as you said there, Arsenal, in the manner in which they beat Newcastle away from home, which doesn't usually happen, I think that would have given everyone confidence. The substitutes that came on, they had an impact in the game as well. So I think Arsenal, if they can take the confidence, which I think they will do, not only from the Newcastle game, but their performances this season, I believe they've got a great chance of going deep in this competition as well as pushing for the Premier League.
Well, let me ask you this question on the back of that. Because we were talking about this in the meeting, do you think that Arsenal are England's best hope of winning the Champions League?
Do you know what? It's hard to say yes, because we're one of the only sides who are in the Champions League, certainly coming from England, that haven't won it. So Liverpool have done it multiple times, so you'd have to kind of pay them respect. Man City have done it more recently than us, or more recently than not. You've got Chelsea have won it recently as well. So there are three teams in there that are in the competition that have won it before Arsenal. So to all of a sudden say, yes, they've got the best hope, I'm not quite sure about that, but I do think they've got the best squad in terms of depth to go on and win this year.
We saw Spurs draw last night, and that starts them 2 games, 4 points. How important is it for a team like Arsenal to just get the points on the table, Bentley? Win tonight, then you win your next 2 games, and maybe you've got 4 games, 12 points. Then you can, pressure's off, isn't it, for the rest of the campaign?
Yeah, I agree. I'd like to see Arsenal get the points in the bag early, and then almost the last kind of few games of the group stage, then maybe you can rest 1 or 2, maybe try 1 or 2 things, which I don't think he will. But then you'll see the likes of maybe Wanyeri get more minutes, Lewis Skelly, Max Dowman, who everyone's craving to see a little bit more of. You can give opportunities to these guys, but if you drop points against Olympiacos tonight and then you drop points in your next game, then you're almost scrambling for when are we going to kind of sew it up to get to qualify. But I definitely think if they can do it earlier, then we'll see some of the fringe players get more minutes.
Talking of fringe players, I know you and Gabs were talking about who plays tonight. Do you think Kepa starts?
I don't think he does, because I don't know what Gab thinks, right? But I've never understood when you rest the goalkeeper.
No, I haven't either. But
Because
they do that,
right there, Benny. Andy said it's the toughest position to play.
Well, do you know what? It might be in terms of how single-minded you've got to be, right? But you shouldn't need a rest, really. You're not running around for 90 minutes. You're not. Do you know what I mean? You're not knackered.
No, but you also want to keep everyone happy, right? And if you can, I mean, like we see it in the League Cup. I'm not comparing
Carabao Cup for Kepa.
I'm not comparing Carabao Cup to Champions League, but we do see it, and it's early in the competition. Arsenal are at home as well. I just wonder if we get a run out.
No, I don't think yet. I think maybe later on, as we just spoke about, like the Max Dowmans, if Arsenal have already qualified, then I think Kepa maybe will get an opportunity. But I think for the second game in the Champions League, I think that would be a big risk because David Raya has been outstanding since he got to Arsenal. Just the goalkeeper doesn't need to be changed. That's the least of your worries. I think when you get an opportunity to rest players later on in the competition, then maybe do it then. But I think certainly these first few games to get points on the board, because remember, it's about where you finish as well in terms of placement. Play your strongest goalkeeper.
Bentley, how happy was you on the weekend? Because I felt that this week would have been a lot different if Arsenal didn't get the game 2 goals against Newcastle. I think you would have had a weak mentality, can't win the games when Liverpool drop points. They can't put that against Arsenal anymore, can they?
No, they can't. And I think it was massive because you're right. The amount of times I've seen, say, Liverpool play first and then Arsenal have an opportunity to kind of capitalise and they falter and people say, weak mentality. But the fact they've gone to somewhere where they never win in Newcastle, the manner they did it after Liverpool dropped points, I think will do everyone a massive, massive good because as you said there, the narrative was ready to change. It was changing against Man City. Why didn't they go out and try and win it? And then if they lost to Newcastle, it would have been title over.
Why can't everyone be like Benty? I mean, we had Piers Morgan on Monday. He was the worst. Honestly, he was gloating, saying it'd be done. The Premier League would be done by March. Benty. This is what he gives like the Arsenal fans a bad name, doesn't he?
Well, I definitely don't think that's going to be the case. I think it's going all the way to the wire. I'm not even ruling out Man City. I think too many people are saying, they're done. Absolutely not.
I'm not. They're my favourites for it, Man City.
Yeah, but you're just saying that to wind me up.
Of course I am. And I also believe it. I genuinely do. Listen, let's stay with Premier League. I'm just looking at your fixtures, actually, your next 5 Premier League fixtures. West Ham at home, Fulham away, Palace at home, tough, Burnley away and Sunderland away. These are the type of fixtures that if Arsenal... You have to win, yeah. I mean, it's a nice run of games, right, for Arsenal?
Absolutely. But we spoke about it on the show. When you looked at the start that Arsenal had, Manchester United away from home. Yes, I know Man United are not what they were, but Arsenal's record up there is dreadful. Yeah. Then they played Liverpool away. They played City at home, Newcastle away. These were fixtures I was thinking, if Arsenal could somehow navigate themselves through this, the next 5 after that, they've got a great chance. And I expect Arsenal to take maximum points from the next 5 games. I really do, because they've got the squad to do it. We're not now dependent on Havertz, Saka, Odegaard, Saliba. They have to be fit. If them guys have got to take a month off, like 6 weeks off, we've got to cover for these players now. So I put them in a great position.
Do you know what shocked me, Ben, on the weekend? There was no space on the bench for Wanyeri.
Scary, innit?
That's scary. Like, that just shows the power that Arsenal have.
Exactly, and we were talking about this kid being one of the most special talents in the UK, and I still believe he is, but that just shows you how difficult it is now to get into this squad. So his time will come, he's just got to be patient.
Okay. Benny, you're on CoCom's duty tonight. Obviously, I hope you lose. What will the score be?
3-0 Arsenal.
Okay. Benny, I'll see you tomorrow, yeah?
Top man, Benny.
You will do.
Will you be late? You playing paddle?
No, I'm playing paddle, but I'll be on time.
I don't think you will. What's on time?
I'll be at 2:25.
I don't think you will.
Gab, I'll see you next Wednesday for a game of paddle, yeah?
Top man, Benny.
Nice one.
See you soon, DB.
Nice, guys.
Mate, he's good now, you know.
Wait, we're meant to be playing. How about this for a game? I'm waiting for this to happen.
Okay.
Right? And we could do this on a Friday, because Jordan doesn't work on a Friday. Me and Bentley v you and Jordan.
I'll take that all day.
What, do you think you'll win?
100%.
Well, we need to get that game on.
Mate, I'm all over it, mate.
That could easily be live on talkSPORT, yeah.
Simon, I don't think he'd want to play with me.
Why?
But he's quite a nasty bloke to me sometimes, mate. Yeah, he can be quite...
I know this.
Yeah.
Why? Why do you say that?
I don't know, mate. Because whenever...
You get on?
No, we get on, yeah. But whenever I ask him for a game, because I didn't perform when me and Bentley played, now he just...
shuns you.
Yeah, I don't want to play you, mate.
Do you think that game could be made?
I think it can be, mate, yeah. But maybe we'd have to get Simon a fee, a sponsor, maybe.
Everything he does is for a fee.
Exactly, mate, yeah. So maybe we get Simon a fee, and I'm sure he'll spend an hour and a half of his time to play. What are you talking about? You can't play.
I played with Bentley the other week.
Andy, come on. You can't just say, I'll get a racket and play.
Let me tell you this, right? I played with Bentley the other week, and afterwards I said, you play with me and Gab, who's better? And he went, me.
Really?
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
Swear on Bentley's...
I swear to you. I swear to you, he said that.
Really?
He said it's close, but you.
Okay, fair enough.
You,
let's get it on then.
Let's get it on. That could easily be live, pay-per-view on talkSPORT.
Yes. AM versus PM.
All right.
talkSPORT game.
You just crack your knuckles there.
Sorry,
You're not a knuckle cracker, are you?
No. Alan,
stop doing that. Why are you doing that? Oh,
can we get Alan to come and be
a what? A ball boy?
God's sake!
Imagine that. Hey, I'm not getting that ball. What could Alan be?
He can come and watch us, and
All right.
give team.
He could sit on the bench and watch it. Although if he falls off it, we're all in trouble. That was a look at tonight's European action with Enterprise Rent a Car. Whatever it is, they're here for it.
European football preview on talkSPORT with Enterprise Rent a Car. Here for it. Book now at enterprise.co.uk.
Do you know what you're naughty you are? Because I know tomorrow on the breakfast show you're going to wind him up and say Goldstein said this and Goldstein said that.
I'm going to say him everything, mate.
Why would you do it? Why would you wind him up?
He's my friend.
It's not what you were saying earlier in the meeting.
Alan is my good friend.
Not what you said earlier. You're taking the mickey out of him.
No.
What was it you said?
Alan's my good friend. I don't like the way
come on. What was it you said? What was it you said in the meeting?
Me?
Come on, you said it was hilarious.
He's
when he rolled off that couch.
No, I didn't.
Come on.
I didn't.
Come on.
No.
He should know the real Gabby.
No, he knows, mate. I got his back.
You're not a real mate.
And he will get everything that you've been saying about him, mate.
Will he?
Yeah.
Okay. I look forward to tomorrow.
Who is that Andy guy? Who is he anyway?
Who does he think he is with his hair product? Oh, my God. Right, we're going to take your calls when we come back. Arsenal fans, are you England's best hope in the Champions League? Gabby says yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not so sure. 03717223344. Dial that number, Arsenal fans. You can have your say right after this. Andy Goldstein Gabby Agbonlahor is here on Champions League Drive in partnership with the new film The Smashing Machine. It's based on a true story. You can see it in cinemas on Friday. I've just had some food, hold on. That's better. And still to come, we'll bring you team news from tonight's games in the Champions League. Just quickly, Judge Bellingham, Jude, has been voted England's Player of the Year for 24-25 with Declan
people
Rice
won't like that.
second. What's the name of the journo? You named him earlier.
No, I can't name
You named him earlier.
No, I didn't go out. He knows who he is.
What didn't go out? Rob? Was it Rob someone?
I don't know, mate.
Time now for this.
EV Lover on talkSPORT with Arnold Clark Charge. Ultra rapid EV charging at an ultra low price. Find out more at arnoldclark.com.
Yeah, thanks to Arnold Clark Charge, we've got an electrifying cash prize to give away today. We've also got a place now, grand final in Glasgow next month up for grabs, where one lucky winner will win a new MGS 5 electric car. Join us now, randomly selected from all our online entries, is Ellis. Ellis, hello, how are you?
Hi, mate, you okay?
I'm good, man. I'm very well. How are you today?
Yeah, not bad.
Ellis, have you heard this quiz this week? We've been playing it all week. Have you heard it?
I have, yeah.
Okay. Let me explain to you just again, and our listening millions, in case no one has heard it, exactly how it works. I'm going to give you 60 seconds on the clock to answer as many questions about sporting speed and power as you can. For each correct answer, you'll earn yourself a point and £100. You're allowed to pass if you don't know the answer, but we can only accept your first response. And if you are a top point scorer at the end of the week, along with the cash, you'll also win a place in our grand final in Glasgow next month, where you could win an MGS 5 electric car. The current score to beat is 3, which I don't think's a lot. All right?
Yep.
Ellis, hold on, let me try your name down. Like with the other two contestants this week, I won't wait to tell you whether or not you're right or wrong. As soon as you answer, I'll just move on. And then our producer, One More Billy, will tally it up. And at the end of the 60 seconds, he'll tell me how many you got right. Okay?
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Ellis, good luck. If you don't know, just guess or say pass as quick as you can. I've looked at the questions. Above 3 is achievable. So good luck, Ellis. Are you ready?
I am, yeah.
Okay, your 60 seconds starts now. The team SK Rapid Vienna are based in which country?
Belgium.
Which former Spanish tennis player known as the King of Clay is renowned for his incredible court speed and powerful baseline shots?
Roger Federer.
Which team did Fernando Alonso win his 2 world championships with?
Real Madrid.
Which powerful New Zealand rugby union player has made the most international appearances as captain?
Pass.
Which Kenyan ran a marathon distance in just under 2 hours in 2019?
Pass.
Which former New Zealand cricketer and current England head coach hit a record fast test century in 2016, scoring 100 runs off just 54 balls?
Pass.
Which American sprinter won 4 Olympic gold medals and famously broke both 200 and 400 metre world records in 1996?
Pass.
Which former Leeds striker was awarded goal of the season in 1995 for his memorable power finish against Wimbledon that crashed in off the underside of the bar?
Mark Viduka.
Pardon?
Mark Viduka.
Well, it wasn't. That was Tony Yeboah. They were actually, they were quite tough. I said they were. How many, Bill? How many do you think you got?
None.
I mean,
I got the first one.
By the way, that's the first right answer you've given me.
Oh, no.
It was none.
The first one I got.
Yeah, so Gab, what are you trying? You trying to get in with the answer?
Sorry, the first one was Vienna, wasn't it?
It was
Austria.
SK Rapid Vienna in
yeah.
Austria, you say Belgium?
Yeah.
Rafa Nadal. Renault was Fernando Alonso. Richie McCaw. They were tough. Ellis. I mean, commiserations, but it's tough, right? Under the.
Keep your head up, mate.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say to you other than thank you for coming on and giving it a go.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it was terrible, yeah. Thanks. But listen, you gave it a go, right? You got to be in it to win it. You were in it, but you didn't win it. But maybe better luck next time. Thanks, pal. I appreciate your time. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
So there you go. He scored none. All right? 3 is the high score so far. If you would like to win some cash and you think you can beat a score of 3 in tomorrow's show, enter now at talksport.com/win. That's all thanks to our friends at Arnold Clark Charge. Ultra rapid EV charging at just 55p per kilowatt hour. Find out more at arnoldclark.com.
EV Lover on talkSPORT with Arnold Clark Charge for your chance to win a new MGS5. Enter online now at talksport.com/win.
You were actually trying to... You put your hand up like, I'm going to stop the clock.
The first one, I really wanted to answer it.
Well, you know I can't. I'm in the middle of 60
mate.
seconds.
Sorry.
Hold on, mate. Oh, Gabby thinks he knows.
No, but I knew the answer. Vienna, Austria.
Vienna, it means nothing to me.
Sorry, mate. Yeah.
Right, let's hear from Arsenal gaffer Mikel Arteta. He's been speaking ahead of tonight's game against Olympiacos, a game you can hear live on talkSPORT. He discussed the challenge of picking a side with so many options available.
I talked to all the players and we had a meeting specifically about that and the scenarios that we were going to have throughout the season. And some of them they're going to start, some of them they're going to finish the game, some of them they're going to be on the bench and don't be participated, and some of them unfortunately are going to be out of the squad because with the Premier League you have the limitation with the numbers. And sometimes we have to travel more players because things can happen, somebody can get ill, or we have a doubt with somebody whether the next morning is going to be available to play. And unfortunately we have to do that. But I mean, the attitude of every player, because we have explained them and personally they know how we feel about it, it's been really good, and they will have the chances to play.
I haven't asked you about how you think Arsenal will get on tonight. What do you think the score will be?
I think Arsenal are going to win by 4 goals to 0.
Oh, wow, you think it'll be that convincing?
That's why I said in Paddy Power over 3.5 goals.
Okay.
Yes.
Just quickly, Newcastle, they're playing live on talkSPORT 2.
Who are they playing against?
USG, I imagine. 42 minutes on the clock. They've got a penalty. Anthony Gordon's just put the ball down. We'll tell you if he scored or not. It's a game, as I mentioned, you can hear live on talkSPORT 2. What a dreadful penalty to give away. It was. Yeah. I mean, it was terrible. Can you just talk people through it?
Elanga to step over, get into the box, and then defender comes rushing out. Elanga gets the touch. Defender takes him out. Just stay on your feet, Andy.
Terrible challenge. Gordon's made it 2-0.
Great finish, Gordon.
Yeah. Gordon puts it his bottom right, goalkeeper's bottom left, goalkeeper
2-0. Game over.
The other way. Yeah, Newcastle 2-0 up, 42 minutes on the clock. That game live over.
Big result, by the way. Get off the mark.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, the rule seems to be in European football: win your home games and draw your away ones, right?
Yeah, but they lost to Barcelona, didn't they, comfortably?
Yeah.
In the end.
Good penalty.
Yes.
Any penalty that goes in.
I think Newcastle definitely get into the top 16.
Well, it's the top 8 and then 9 to 24, right?
Yeah, I don't think they get in the top 8. I think 9 to 24 they get into and then go into the playoff.
Okay. Still to come, we'll be getting the very latest from across Europe in Drive Wire with Kevin Atchard. But first, it's time for the last no Googling of the day. We've been discussing Arsenal with Benty. On this day in 1996, Arsene Wenger took charge of Arsenal. We want to know, who was his first game against? If you can tell me the score, and the score is where you get extra points. The answer to that, team news as well ahead of a busy night of football for English clubs in the Champions League coming up right after this.
for him to fix, that's for sure. But I think first and foremost that comes defensively. I think at the weekend we'll probably see a more last season type team.
Liverpool go to Chelsea in the Premier League on Saturday evening. Enzo Maresca's side have just won 2 in the last 6 in the top tier. But our very own Simon Jordan standing by his pre-season prediction that they'll secure a Champions League place.
I'm unsure about him. I think he's.
You're unsure?
Yeah, I don't think he's the finished article, and I don't think Chelsea are going to be the finished article under him. I think he's done more right than he's done wrong. I think some of the things he did last season, some of the things that he said were a bit ridiculous. I think it's right to get balance in the conversation because people don't want balance. They want feasts and they want famines.
Newcastle will be without Tino Livramento for 6 to 8 weeks because of the knee injury sustained in the defeat to Arsenal. Elsewhere, City women's forward Mary Fowler has signed a new deal, keeping her at the club until 2027. The Australia international, currently recovering from an ACL injury, has scored 21 times in 87 appearances for City in all competitions. And Newcastle have parted company with their director of rugby, Steve Diamond, just 1 game into the new season. Scotland head coach Gregor Townsend is set to join the new club owners Red Bull in a part-time advisory role.
talkSPORT. It's actually...
I love this TV, man.
Pardon?
I love this big TV.
No, you don't.
Do?
I don't think you do love the TV. You love the view better.
Jamie's got one of these in his house keys.
Has he? He's got one in the kitchen, hasn't he, geezer?
Yeah. They always post keys.
Excuse me. Before the break, I asked a question. On this day, 1996, Arsene Wenger took over Arsenal. We want to know who was his first game against. Any idea?
Leeds.
No.
Okay, pass.
Go on, I'll give you 10 guesses. Just random. They're not in the Prem anymore.
Oh, Sheffield Wednesday?
No. Quick, I'll give you 5 guesses. Begins with B.
Birmingham City?
No.
Oh, they're not. They were in the Prem, was they?
Go on.
Bolton?
No.
Oh, Bradford?
No.
Oh, I'm getting close, don't I?
Oh, my good. Well, I mean, it begins with B. Not really.
I'm not getting close. Bolton, Bradford. B. Another clue, please.
Champions League winners. Sorry, Premier League winners.
And they're not in the Premier League anymore?
No.
Blackburn Rovers.
Finally,
sorry, mate.
Finally, you got it. Follow us at 7:00 now. Most live coverage of Arsenal against Olympiacos on talkSPORT. Commentary from Jim Proudfoot and, of course, our very own Darren Bent. Whilst over on talkSPORT 2, you can hear Monaco. They take on Man City. And, of course, Newcastle. They're currently in action on talkSPORT 2 right now. Well, it's half-time. They're currently leading by 2-0. We'll, of course, bring you all the team news as soon as we get it. But before that, it's time to find out if Kevin Atchard has sorted out his light switch.
Drive worldwide. Why?
Yes, time for Drive Worldwide, where we take a look at some of the biggest talking points from across the world of football. Joining us now is our European football guru and expert with a catchphrase to match his status. As we say hello and good evening to Kevin Atchard. Hi, Kev.
Good evening, Kevin.
How are we, chaps? We well?
Yes, we are. Oh, where are you? Not home. Where are you?
No, I am working for UEFA tonight, so I'm
I should be rounding up the games. So
Lovely.
sadly, you're not going to find out about the light switch until next week at least.
I know you haven't done it. Lazy hatchard. I haven't got my glasses on, but that looks from where I'm sat like a Bayern Munich shirt, is it?
No, it's a Germany shirt. It's an
Germany
away
shirt. Oh, right, okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
Long sleeved as well.
Okay, is that a new one then?
No, it's from a couple of years ago.
Oh, right, I don't remember that
But
one.
it didn't get the love it deserved. At the
Suit you,
time.
mate.
Nice.
Suit you.
Yeah, I don't think you
very
can beat a
much.
black football shirt. Man United have bought the black one back from the Cantona days. I think they look so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you say so, mate.
No, you don't like them?
No, mate.
Why?
Just don't, mate.
What's Aston Villa's away kit?
It's black. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
You don't like
Yeah,
it?
I do.
What's the matter with you? What are you
Sorry,
talking
mate.
about?
I want to be annoying.
Oh, right, okay, fine. Right, listen, where should we start? Let's start with last night's defeat for Liverpool. We discussed it earlier on in the show. Of course, beaten 1-0 away to Galatasaray. Kev, are you surprised that Wirtz is struggling at the moment, especially when you compare maybe to Ekitike, who's made an unbelievably good start and has had a really positive impact since he joined the club?
Yeah, I think there have been touches, but there haven't been end products. And I think he's been making chances that haven't been taken. You look at the game against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League, there was a brilliant potential assist for Salah, but he whacked a really good chance against the post. Now, that's not to absolve Wirtz of everything, because I think he's had some poor games. I think he's been not surprised, but it's going to take him a while to adjust the greater pace of the game in England, the greater physicality to the game in England. But do I still think he has all of that talent? Do I still think he's got all of the technical quality to be a success at Liverpool? Absolutely.
We had some fans on earlier, Kev, talking about it's not panic stations yet. You know, Liverpool's still top of the league. Do you agree with that statement? And do you agree that maybe Wirtz needs to be taken out the firing line a little bit and maybe come off the bench?
I think you've got to be careful how you do it, because I can understand why you would maybe take him out of the starting 11 for certain games, but you don't want to do it too much, because then you're giving the signal you don't believe in him. So, I mean, you would know that better than me, Gabby, about, you know,
being
how
on
a
the
coach
bench
needs to deal with the player. No, just how a coach should deal with the player, of course. I didn't want to kind of, you know, release any demons there for you.
No,
but,
you're spot on, though. I just feel that, like, maybe the next game, can you take him off and you say, you know what, you're going to come on for 20, then he starts the next game. But some fans are saying, like, you shouldn't just keep starting him when it's not working at the moment. And he will come good. He's a top player, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. And I think as well, there are moments in games. There was a lovely pass for Isak, I thought, last night. Like, beautifully weighted. The kind of thing that he does all the time. Did all the time in a Leverkusen shirt and has done for Germany. And the chance in the end didn't end up being a goal. But there's lots of nice passes, lots of nice moves. But also Galatasaray targeted him. There's absolutely no doubt of that. Every time the ball went to him, they were zeroing in on him, trying to dispossess him. So, look, Liverpool aren't great at the moment in terms of the balance of the team, in terms of the individual mistakes they're making. But they are still top of the league. They do still have 3 points in the Champions League. And I think it will take time, but they'll get there. They're thinking 2, 3, 4 seasons down the track rather than just for this season.
Agreed.
It's not always an easy thing to do.
Kev, let's move on. I want to talk to you about the Bundesliga and Harry Kane. 17 goals, 3 assists in 9 games so far. Absolutely bonkers. Scored twice as well last night to keep up his unbelievable start to the season. When we talk about Premier League greats, most people have Thierry Henry top of their list. Who's currently top of that list in German football?
In terms of the greatest
Yeah,
player
in modern times. My question's going to be on the back of your answer. How close is Harry Kane to overtaking that? Because his start to life in Germany has... I mean, no one could have dreamt it would have gone that well, right?
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to, for sheer longevity, if you look at Lewandowski's record, if you're talking about strikers, for example, I mean, his record's just outrageous. I mean, it's not too far off a goal a game in over 300 games. Wow. So it's just phenomenal what he was able to do. And he won the Champions League, so he crowned it. It took him a while, but he got there in the end when they won it in 2020. He really should have won the Ballon d'Or. But they cancelled it because of COVID. But I think everybody accepts that he should. Yeah, absolutely. He should have won the Ballon d'Or that year.
Yeah.
So in terms of a body of work, absolutely. But Kane's on track. I mean, he's probably not going to be there long enough to catch him. But I think what he could do is he could knock off that single season record of 41 goals. The way he's going. Now, that was unbelievable because that was in a 34-game season. And that's what Kane's dealing with. So the way he's going... there are certainly more records that he can break. I mean, the fact that he's got 9 hat-tricks already,
incredible,
in
isn't it?
Bundesliga career. Lewandowski got 16. So he's over halfway. And Muller's is ridiculous. Gerd Muller got like 32. But Kane's not going to be there long enough to do that. But
are you that sure? Are you that sure he's definitely going to leave Bayern Munich soon?
Not soon, but I just don't think the sheer numbers that you'd need to produce. I mean, he'd need 200. He needs to be there another 7 years to get close to Lewandowski's kind of range of games. I don't think he's nailed on to go in the summer. I think all this Premier League stuff's a red herring. I think what it's actually to do with is him just getting a better contract. Actually, I think that's what it's probably to do with, because the only real landing spot for him back in England is Tottenham. And if you're going to make that move, you've got to be absolutely certain that they're going to be in the Champions League every year. You've got to be certain that Tottenham are going to get anywhere near winning the Premier League. Otherwise, why would you do it?
Exactly.
Why would you bother?
Not a chance. Kev, there's so much I want to ask you, but we can't ask you all of it tonight. Monaco, Pogba, Kevin De Bruyne fuming at Conte after being subbed against AC Milan on the weekend. But we'll discuss that maybe tomorrow morning on the breakfast show. But I want to ask you about the game that I'm going to watch tonight, Barcelona versus PSG. A lot of injuries for PSG. Can you name those injuries and also what you think of the game tonight?
Yeah, I think that's the shame, because I think it would have been a really great game if everybody had been fit. But Dembele and Doué were injured on France duty, which PSG are not very happy about at all. So you've got those two out. You've got Kvaratskhelia out as well, which is a real shame. Mm-hmm. And you've also got Marquinhos out. So they've got injuries at the front and the back, which is a real shame. But I still think they'll give Barcelona a great game. It's a really interesting one for Luis Enrique, because he's talked quite openly about the fact he's still a Barcelona member. He's still a Barcelona fan. He's unapologetic about that. So it's going to, former player, former coach, former captain.
Yes.
So I think it's going to be a really interesting game. It's just a shame it's not going to quite be Paris at their absolute best. Just on that De Bruyne thing, really quickly, by the way, Conte's reaction to it was great. Because he got asked about it. He said, Kevin De Bruyne stormed off. And he went, well, I hope he was annoyed about the result and not annoyed about me. Because if he is, he's come to the wrong man.
Get the boxing gloves on.
Good luck with that. Great, yeah. Not messing around.
Kev,
messing around.
Before I let you go, out of all the English teams in the Champions League, who do you think has the best chance of winning it?
Oh, that's a great question. Probably Arsenal, because of the defensive strength. Yes. But I think if Liverpool could actually get some balance, they have the firepower, but Arsenal are the surest bet right now because of what they do without the ball.
Yes. 3 goals conceded only this season, all comps.
Yeah. Kev, it's always a pleasure and an honour. I look forward to seeing if that light... Well, I don't know what I'm saying. I know you won't.
One day.
I hope so, Kev. It's what I live for. Thanks
See you tomorrow morning, Kev.
Have a lovely evening. Thanks, man.
Cheers, chaps.
There you go. Kevin, what do you mean tomorrow morning? Why are you nicking my
on tomorrow morning?
Why are you nicking my guest?
I know, mate.
I bet he doesn't say hello, chaps. See you well when he comes. Just all right.
So he's more friends with you, isn't he?
He's ours. You've nicked him.
Yeah, he's more like friendly with you when he comes on our show as well.
Who are you with tomorrow?
Alan Brazil.
Oh, I'm looking forward to some top class questions from Brazil.
Yeah, we will do.
Oh, that's nice. Arsenal, bang.
What's wrong with you? Leave him alone. He's my mate.
That's not what you said earlier.
If I was saying this about Benty, you'd be like telling me off your mate.
Yeah, I would actually.
Yeah, exactly. Come on.
When we come back, there's 2 big games, of course, on the talkSPORT network that are live, and the boys on the Sports Bar will be taking your calls on the back of them from around about 10 o'clock. We'll have team news, Arsenal and City both in action. Team news for you when we come back. very good. I see what you've done there. Do you know what this is?
No, but I like the sound of it.
Ultravox Vienna.
Because I got the right answer.
Yeah, does that mean anything to you?
No, mate.
Doesn't mean it means nothing to you?
No, it doesn't.
Really?
Why?
I'm just curious. That means nothing to you?
That's the name of the song.
No, this is called Vienna, the song.
So why are you trying to be smart?
I'm asking you if this means anything to you.
No, it doesn't. Why?
It means nothing to you. Does it mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, fine. It's Andy Goldstein Gabby Agbonlahor, Champions League Drive, brought to you by the upcoming film The Smashing Machine, starring Dwayne Johnson in cinemas this Friday.
Great film.
Turn it up a bit. Did you get the link?
No.
This means nothing to you?
It doesn't, no.
Are you serious?
That name of the song?
No.
Grow up, Andy.
This means... Well, that's the 7. Adrian Durham brings you live commentary of Arsenal against Olympiacos. Team news for that is in. Let's cross over to the one and only Jim Proudfoot. He can tell us more. Jim, good evening.
Good evening, Jim.
A very good evening to the pair of you. And no surprise that Mikel Arteta's rotated the pack tonight. There are 6 changes, though, to the side that won at Newcastle. Rice, Eze and Saka, all given a watching brief to start with. They're all on the bench. It's an almost completely remodelled back four with White, Saliba and Lewis Skelly all recalled in place of Timber, Mosquera and Calafiori. So this is the team in full. Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel and Lewis Skelly, Marino, Zubimendi and Ødegaard in a 3-man midfield with Trossard and Martinelli wide of Gyökeres up front. The 6 that are left out, all on the bench. Olympiacos include El Kaabi up front, who scored 5 goals against Villa over the 2 legs of the Conference League semi-final a couple of seasons ago. Former Wolves winger Daniel Podence is in as well. And as you know, Benty's blown you out for a night with me. The build-up starting at 7, ahead of an 8 o'clock kickoff, live on talkSPORT.
Thanks, Jim. Just a quick word on that. What do you make of Trossard starting? Big boys left on the bench?
Yeah, it makes sense, because how many times have Arsenal fans cried out for Saka to get some time, just to not be playing every single minute? Declan Rice as well. So I think it's the right decision. And Eze as well. When you've got Ødegaard, Trossard, Martinelli.
You've got depth.
You've got Marino, Zubimendi. You've got so many. You've got Ben White.
Nice.
You know, nice for him to get a start as well. Lewis Skelly as well. He's not played as much as he would have liked. So Arsenal's team looks as good as the one that played on Sunday.
That game live on talkSPORT. Monaco, they take on Man City. That one's over on talkSPORT 2. Adam Bridge is your commentator. He's got all the team news for us now. Bridgie, good evening.
Evening, gents. Yes, Manchester City head back to Monaco for only the 2nd time. They were beaten here just under 10 years ago in a knockout tie after it finished 6-6 on away goals. One change tonight for City. Kusanov from the first match day, of course, when they beat Napoli. He's injured, of course. Stones comes in at right back. So it's Donnarumma in goal. Stones, Diaz, Gvardiol and O'Reilly across the back. Rodri is fit to start in midfield. Ahead of him, Silva, Foden, Reinders and Doku, with Haaland making his 50th Champions League appearance. He is up top for Man City today. As for Monaco, 6 changes from their drubbing in match day 1 against Club Brugge. A couple of names to look out for tonight. Ansu Fati gets his first start for Monaco. He scored 4 goals in 3 sub-appearances so far. He's on loan from Barcelona. He starts up top alongside Balogun, of course, the former Arsenal man. We are live on talkSPORT 2 from 8 o'clock tonight. Scott Minto's alongside me for Monaco against Manchester City.
Thanks, Adam. Did you want to ask Adam a question? Adam, are you still there? Adam?
With a hello.
Oh, Adam, Gary's got a question for you.
Ask if Paul Pogba is involved or not yet.
No, he's not involved. Okay. I don't think he's fit enough yet. So they've got real injury issues at the moment. 6 missing, but still no sign of Paul Pogba.
Okay. Thank you.
Good work, Bridgie. Thanks for that. A reminder that following all of tonight's games, you can get your calls into the boys on the Sports Bar from 10. One more, Billy has joined us. Millie has joined us in the studio. How's your day been, Bill?
Really good.
Yeah, no one cares.
What do you have to do again?
No one cares.
Bully you, mate.
Do you want to play Catch the iPad? Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Oh. How's your day been, Billy? Oh, no one cares.
Really good. Great show.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
We're doing the end of show quiz.
Yeah.
Are you impressed that I managed to get through the show with literally half a jaw hanging off?
I was worried about you.
Were you?
About 3 o'clock, was it?
I was in bits and I was in trouble.
Yeah.
I do think that Bill's done a better job than the other producer.
Joe?
Yeah.
Producer Joe?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big stuff.
Being honest, mate.
He's listening as well.
You won't be back,
Is it?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
He got married this weekend. How nice is that? Congratulations to him, yeah?
Pregnant.
That's why he's away.
Pardon?
He's not pregnant.
Oh, no, sorry, yeah.
He's now wife. That's why he got married. Shotgun.
You could be.
Shotgun wedding, yeah.
Yeah.
He could be, yeah. Careful what you say now. What are we doing with the end of the show quiz?
It's all about teeth, as you've been struggling.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
with your teeth. Andy, do you want to go first?
I'd love to.
Do you want to let our guess?
No, let me see.
No.
All right. Show, isn't it?
Andy, which animal has the most teeth?
I'd imagine like a blue whale's up there, or crocodile, or shark. I'm going to go something like. Do I get multiple choice? I'm guessing a shark because they've got 2 layers of it.
Do you want some options?
Yeah.
Shark, snail, tiger.
Shark.
It's a snail.
Garbage.
14,000 teeth.
Talking about. It takes about 3 hours to eat something. 14,000 teeth in a snail.
Yeah, tiny little teeth.
Next question, please.
Obviously they're tiny. Well done, Bill.
Can I have my question, mate?
Sorry.
Gabby, how long will the average person spend brushing their teeth throughout their life?
Depends who it is. Some people don't do them ever, do they? Really?
2 minutes a day recommended. Do you want some options?
That's twice, and it's 2 minutes a day twice.
Yeah. 38 days, 3.8 years, 8.3 years.
8.3 years.
Only 38 days.
Pardon?
Do you know what? I did all those 38 days on the bounce a couple of weeks ago, so I just don't need to do it anymore.
It's clever.
Huh?
Yeah.
Up there for thinking.
Andy.
These tough questions.
Throughout your life, how much saliva would a human produce?
What are you measuring that in?
Do you want some options? 1 wheelbarrow, 9 bath tubs, 2 swimming pools.
PG answer, please.
How many wheelbarrows?
Just 1.
Hold on. the wheelbarrows. Wheelbarrows.
2 swimming pools.
Oh, no, that's absolute garbage.
Olympic-sized swimming pool.
Absolute garbage.
Yeah. Gabby, do you want one more?
Yes,
Last
please.
one, this is.
Which animal has the strongest bite?
Okay.
Hippo, Nile croc, jaguar.
Oh, Queen.
Oh, sorry.
The hippo's going to hurt.
Hippo's big, ain't they? See when they
Yeah.
start chasing the cars. I'm going to go hippo, mate.
I would have gone hippo.
Nile croc.
Nile Queen.
Strongest bite in the world.
What's a Nile croc?
Was that nil?
Nile
Was
crocodile.
that 0-0?
I think that was 0-0. It might be our first 0-0 quiz.
Okay, well,
It's clean sheet.
I'm defending champion, so I get the win.
Yeah, it's a clean sheet.
Gabby, you're nothing short of magnificent.
Thank you, mate.
Thank
See
you.
you
You're
in 2
back
months.
on the breakfast show.
Yeah, see you in 2 months.
Okay. Usually I'll be listening, but I will be listening because I'll be playing golf tomorrow morning.
Thank you, Andy.
My
Appreciate
mouth
it, mate.
Baller. Thanks for listening. Stay with talkSPORT. We've got loads of live commentary coming up. Arsenal here on talkSPORT. Man City on talkSPORT 2. talkSPORT 2, excuse me, and then the boys on the Sports Bar. We take your calls from I can't even talk. We take your calls. Have a lovely evening. Thanks for listening. See you tomorrow. Be safe, everyone. Be safe.